Hey everyone, we are back with Not Cool in High School.
Faded.
Yeah, just a little early there.
That's
all right, we're good. I need to have that turned back up in case I have to hit the bend button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bend button's queued up.
Well, the only bad thing is I really can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
I cannot hear a damn thing.
He's not plugged in? What's going on? As he reached for something.
Oh, off the rails there. Oh, here we go. Finally.
Too loud or good?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. Thank you.
Remember that test we did in the beginning? Hey, how's everyone's ear sound?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We just
Ben's
had
like amazing.
We just had a really nice no words conversation on how we could really kick up the beginning of the show here with some fire.
Yeah, some flames.
But yeah, so I just want to get into the intro stuff real quick. So if you like what you hear, obviously we have a donations and a PayPal and also a merch store you can check out. Links are below. We are looking currently. The guy who just did our last interview, Michael, he is helping on the page. I don't know if you guys noticed it. He's finding some articles and writing a little thing about it and kind of sharing his we don't have room for someone to sit down with us anymore. We're kind of full in that department.
It's funny. It's just someone you hear a voice and you don't see him.
Yeah.
See, two hands.
But we're always for any of the pages. We're looking for people who are willing to help run the page, find articles, and it could be whatever you're into. Like it's a collaborated effort. So if you're into just music, if you're into this, that, we're looking for you. So if you want to come help out, you just send us a message. If you are interested in sponsoring us, that's another thing we're looking for too for each show. We have some ideas coming up for the new year. This is our last show, right, before the end of the new year. So the next time you'll see us is next year.
Yeah.
We're gonna start bringing cool stuff to you. So like if we go out and get like a video game pickup, you might see us go live on Facebook or make a video saying, hey, I just picked up these games, or I'm at my comic book store and here's some things that this place has, and maybe like a quick review of the place and kind of put it over a little bit. So you're gonna see more of that, like us at locations and maybe doing like taking some photos and doing a write-up, or maybe even going live. So there's a lot of cool stuff we're going to try to bring out to you. So we're not just going to focus on just local video game and comic book and nerdy stuff, but we're actually going to bring you some local stuff as well in our area. So our local shops, our local video game stores, those pawn shops where you can find cool games or stuff like that. So check that all out. We have a lot of cool stuff planned for next year, and we're going to bring back topics. So you're going to see, us talking about, for example,
whatever.
Our first one will be has been volunteered by Ben. We're gonna have.
Tony's gonna fucking hate it.
I'm probably gonna hate it, but it's gonna be all about Gundam. So Ben,
I know nothing about Gundam.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Gundam. I know nothing about Gundam as well.
I know they're big robots.
Yep, they're big. They're big robots. That's all I know. But Ben's gonna take the lead on that one and do a whole episode on the history and cool things and fun fact of Gundam.
Yep.
I'm interested. Are you gonna be able to hold the ball the whole time? You're gonna rush for 100 yards.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going all in, like Steve would say. Going all in.
I'm excited. I'm very
I
excited.
can't think of a word to put like the encyclopedia and Gundam together. Nothing flows.
Yeah.
So like Wikipedia,
Before we get too far into it, I want to give a quick little shout out. Andy, the Call It in the Power Ring, man.
What?
So I always tried to listen to it.
Yeah, it's hard.
I had a tough time. And I was like, man, I really, really want to support this because they have you had great content. The content's there. The conversation's amazing. It's a game changer, man. The board helped.
Yeah, it does. It cuts out all the background noise of my apartment.
The background noise and like the static.
Yeah, that ambient white noise.
Are you using this mic?
Yeah.
It sounds awesome.
And I noticed you can plug headphones. You ever try to do that?
That only works if you are plugged in USB.
Oh,
so if you ran USB to the computer, it would work
straight from the mic.
Yeah,
oh.
It would work that way. Then you
I
can monitor
that,
it.
Yeah,
but you really don't need to if you're doing it that way.
It's a little intimidating at first. I'm like, oh, it's just here's the one, here's the other.
Yeah, and you don't have to mess with the other stuff at all.
And there's the different effects. It's like, can you do robot Ronnie voice? I'm like, I think I can. I started turning it. And I got like the demon one. I was like, I'll figure it out then.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good board, but I think it definitely took you up to another level.
Thank you. Yeah.
So if you guys want to check out that, they talk Star Wars and wrestling and everything. So check it out.
It's like wrestling comics, but it was Star Wars.
Yeah. So Call It in the Power Ring. Calling it in the Power Ring.
Yes, calling it.
Yeah. So go check them out. Episode 79.
Yeah, how about that?
You guys have been doing a long time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
So I got some news here. If you guys have anything to add with this as well, you can chime in. If you're a Stardew Valley player, you played it and maybe put it down. Massive update just came out. It fixes the multiplayer. It added a new in-game story mystery. It added some new locations. So if you're into Stardew Valley or maybe taking a break from it, go check it out again because it's supposed to be pretty good. The other one I got here is if you're a fan of Jurassic Park Evolution or World Evolution, it's kind of like a theme park
I was
builder.
just going to say, what is that?
It's like a theme park builder, but it's all Jurassic Park.
Oh, build a Jurassic Park.
Yep. They just put a new expansion out, which is pretty much you go back to the original
Really?
place.
Jurassic Park 1.
Your original Jurassic Park 1. And you have to refix up the park. Like the fences are all destroyed. All the dinosaurs are loose, and you got to like corral them back. Like
That's a good idea.
Fix up the old park.
Because man, them old games were terrible.
Yeah.
The one for Sega CD was awful.
This one's really good, man. It's like a park builder, and I love those theme style
like
simulation. I eat them up.
My one friend plays them like nonstop. He's playing a farm one right now.
Yeah, I love
Sim
it.
Farm 2019 or 2020.
That one on sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
That one on Sega CD. Oh my god.
Deck Jurassic Park was like point and click.
I kind of liked it, but like I think if you went straight into the visitor center and like flicked some switch, you'd blow the island up. Like it was like the first 5 minutes of
the end.
wow.
Awesome. There's one of my favorite sim games is actually coming back. The theme. Well, it's called Theme, like theme.
Theme park. Yeah,
Theme Hospital is coming back, and it's going to be on the Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. You run your own
Theme
hospital.
Park was pretty cool. I remember that.
I love them all.
Theme Hospital.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Man, it was so much fun. Like Theme Park, if you didn't put bathrooms in, like they shit in the floor. It was like we're shitting right here. This is happening.
Anybody ever play Prison Architect?
No.
That's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
love.
good.
I know there's a
all that
train
stuff.
one and there's a bus one. And
Yeah.
there's all kinds.
I love those sim games. I don't know. I eat them
then
up.
like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
That was like a game changer.
Yep.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah, I like all those games. New Switch online games for Super Nintendo and NES games. Are
Yeah,
on this
if you have
online.
their what's it called?
the online
online.
service.
Yeah.
The big one for me is Super Punch Out.
Yep.
Super Punch Out Star Fox 2, which is only available on the brand new like mini Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Right. It was the only way you're able to play that.
It was
And it only took
Chrysalis.
20
and then,
years
Yeah.
for them to release
I
it.
forget the other Nintendo game they had it.
There was another one. And
Yeah.
Zelda?
No.
No.
I forget what it's called.
Chrysalis
I
is
never
kind of
played
like
it.
Zelda.
Chrysalis is good.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
SNK.
One of the super games was the I feel bad doing this. The Kirby game that wasn't Kirby 3 or Kirby's Dream Course. The other Kirby game
No.
for Super.
Well, there's a puzzle game.
This one, it's like a multi game. There's like 5 kind of different
Oh,
games.
yeah, I have that one. Yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
Superstar,
That's
yeah.
it. That's on there. That's awesome.
It's weird. It's Kirby 1 for Game Boys on that. Kind of.
yes.
It's
Oh,
weird.
wow.
Like the first level.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
When you fight that tree.
Yep.
I didn't see the Xbox deals or anything, but I'm sure the end of the year deals are coming up very soon. PlayStation has some good deals going on. You can grab some games there. The one that really caught my attention, I think there's like a few games, and there was like fucking $3.
No, that ain't bad.
Yeah, the only
it's over under
bad at
10.
all.
The only
It's good.
exclusive I seen was The Order. It was $4.99.
Really?
The Order.
Nintendo's doing one. Switch is doing one similar. It's like up to 80% off, like 500 games or something crazy like that. That's
So
going
like
live in a
games for
couple
like 12
days.
cents again.
Yeah, probably.
PlayStation Now in January is going to add Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which is the one where you play as the girls. And
I think that was DLC originally. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Never played it.
And then Horizon Zero Dawn will be on
Oh, wow.
PlayStation Now.
There you
So
go.
PlayStation Now's online service is starting to compete a little bit with Xbox by putting their exclusives
I
on
know
there.
they're doing a sale too. I forget what for the service for the year. I forget what it was though.
The Video Game Awards happened. Did anyone watch it?
All I seen was PlayStation, or the best game of the year was that Seiko that Ben bought.
Sekiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sekiro.
Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, the one you just got.
Yeah,
that's that
from
one best game of the
Software.
year. I didn't even hear that till 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
when Ben bought
It was a very weak year.
How did that beat Red Dead 2?
No idea.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw like Luigi's 3 was like
Yeah,
family game or something.
and Pokemon. I don't care that the year. You've got to do the year. You can't do fiscal year.
The video game of the year, video game awards, literally turned into a mini E3.
Really?
It was more or less about let's reveal new stuff than it was about let's honor the video games.
Well, that's
so they're like,
stupid.
best art design goes to, and they're like, Call of Duty. And then literally there was a countdown, 3, 2, 1. They go, Best video goes to
Oh, God.
like they didn't like say well they didn't have like a montage like well this is what that went into why they won this award.
Yeah.
They didn't even show clips of the game. They didn't talk about the developers who did it. Like no one went up and accepted an award. It was just like
That's horrible.
and then they just hit like 3 major awards and that was it and the rest of it was all like reveals and stuff like that. It was
So they kind of half-assed. They really half-assed it.
yeah, like so if you went on there to learn anything new about maybe like why it won or anything, it was complete
or what the
nonsense.
game even looks like.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was not a good
Now,
job.
who ran that? IGN?
No, it was on TV. It used to be on Spike.
Yeah, remember it was a big deal when it first came out.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was terrible. The only big news that came out of it, and we could probably talk about it a little bit here, is Xbox releases the Series X on there.
Yeah.
Shows the design, kind of gives a little bit of what it can do, but doesn't really tell you specs or anything.
Yeah.
It's capable of doing it. The benchmark minimum is 4K, 60 frames per second. Capable of going up to, I believe they said 120 or 160 frames, and it's going to be able to put out an 8K image,
What's that?
like something your eyes won't see.
Oh, well then, let's not even talk
There's
about
there's
it.
Yeah.
8K televisions, but they're literally like 8K to buy one.
I don't even have a 4K one, so
No,
Yeah.
I'm waiting until the new PlayStation comes out and the new Xbox to buy a new TV.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind
Yeah.
of see what the.
Did you guys see the design?
I did. It's cool looking.
I
like
the
it.
tall GameCube.
I don't like it, but I don't
I do
hate
like it.
It's just a box.
I like it.
I
Just
like
a
it.
Square.
I-
I like that the top lights up. That's
I
cool.
like that too.
So it's
It's gonna light up red when it breaks.
Yeah,
It
when it gets mad at you.
It lights up, but it's more or less a design that it's kind of going to stand like an Alexa or one of those like your home speakers.
Right, yeah.
You can lay it sideways, but it's recommended to stand up vertically.
Yeah.
Well,
But
PlayStation was like that.
The
Yeah.
PS2 for sure.
Yeah.
So the reason why they designed it like that, they said, listen, every time we've ever made an Xbox or older people who were in charge designed an Xbox, are like, this is what we wanted to look like, somehow fit everything into it. And that's why they came up with so many critical errors because they were trying to cram everything on a motherboard that
Yeah.
would fit into a system. They said, listen, we don't give a shit what it looks like. Design something that's going to work and put the power into the system. Make this a fucking monster.
You know what
mini
the
tower.
coolest thing was about the PlayStation 3? That was the one that you could sit flat.
You could
or
turn the-
yeah, you could turn the symbol.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so rad. Just that little you set it up right, and you could like tweak the symbol
Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
was like
I
the
did
right
not
way.
know that.
That was really cool. That was like a nice touch. You know,
And the cool thing about it is the reason it's standing vertically is because it's only one fan. Heat rises, the fan's going to suck and pull all the air out of the top, and you're just and it's going to stay super quiet and it's going to run super powerful. And
I wish there was a little more designs on it, though. I mean, it's just plain. Like, It's a plain box.
I'll tell you what, the trailer they showed for, I don't know the name of the game, but it's the one for Xbox where she has like war paint on. Everyone said the game was awesome. I personally never played it, but it's part 2 of that, and holy shit, it looks insane.
yeah, but is it like actual gameplay?
They
yeah,
said
because you know how Call of Duty
they
does that?
said-
It's just
yeah.
all of the,
they
the
said
videos.
everything you're seeing on there is on the engine of the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Smart
they didn't
way
say
to
it
go
was.
about
They didn't
it.
say it was gameplay, but they said it was run
know-
on the engine of the game.
I know the stuff I saw about it is it's going to be 100% backwards compatible.
Yeah,
right?
Son of a bitch,
that's
that's
what I
awesome.
care about.
Yep. Yeah.
All the systems.
Yes.
And Christmas 2020.
All systems. When they say all systems, they say all games from Xbox all the way up to Xbox One X, or Xbox X
Yeah,
or
just
One X,
put it in and it will work.
as well as controllers. Wireless
Really?
controllers. So if you have a 360 wireless controller,
Yeah.
you can sync it up to your Xbox and
Nice.
have another controller.
Very
Well,
smart.
that's probably
idea.
easy to do, yeah.
Yeah.
About time somebody did that.
Yep.
I'm curious to see how much it's going to cost.
Yeah.
I would say
500, yeah.
500 to 600 bucks.
I'm guessing
no
that's-
more than 600 bucks.
Sounds right.
I would say
yeah.
450 would probably be a good competitive price if they see what PlayStation 5 comes out.
How powerful they're talking. They can probably get away with being the higher version, like the $500,
Yeah.
because they'll turn around and say, "Listen, yeah, PlayStation's $499 or $399, and ours is $499, but we're guaranteeing you
All
that
this stuff.
this is
Right
going to
off the
be
bat.
the most powerful system you're going to
It's
play."
it's going to be a huge Christmas because the PlayStation 5 is coming out in 2020
Yeah.
holiday season as well.
Xbox between now and Christmas of next year has to start showing, if you buy our system, we have more exclusives now. They need to put a little pressure on their
I hope they
exclusives
do.
and say, hey, Halo's coming. The rumor is Perfect Dark. They're going to bring that franchise back. Fable Fable would be a console seller.
You know what would sell it for me? A new Dead Rising.
Yeah,
because they're on everything.
Dead Rising was like exclusive to the Xbox for like a year before it came out for other systems. And that was fucking awesome.
I would love them to snatch up Dead Rising exclusive again. I would love them to snatch up Tomb Raider exclusive again. They had a timed exclusive for the last Tomb Raider was like almost 2 years.
Or, Killer Instinct was the other big one. I mean, for people like... and that stuff's still going, man. Yeah. People are still playing that game.
Halo's already guaranteed to be day one launch.
Oh, wow.
PlayStation's pretty much putting all their eggs in the Last of Us basket.
Yeah, which I don't give two shits about.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, when it comes to, like, little kids, well, not little kids, but if you ask your mom and your dad for new video game systems, they're going to buy whatever's cheaper. Don't matter.
Yeah.
That's true. So
I'm a PlayStation fan, but I'm a sucker for new video game systems, so I'll probably buy the new Xbox no matter
I will
what.
get it. I will 100% get the Xbox.
Well, I know you're an Xbox person,
but I will
you're
only because I know for me, I feel safe enough going with Xbox, knowing that I will get all of the stuff I've already paid for back. PlayStation's not even fully saying that we're going to be backwards compatible.
I mean, just... if I had to pick right now, say like the Xbox came out and the PlayStation 5, which they also said too, the Xbox is just going to be called the Xbox. I don't know if you've seen that too.
It's going to be the Xbox Series X,
which is too confusing.
I saw a rumor that it was just called Xbox.
Because if you tell your mom to go out and get me the Xbox Series X, here's Xbox One X. Yeah. Well, that must be the same thing.
It's going to be called the Series X, and it's going to kind of take off the idea of like a BMW, where you might have like the Series S, or if like a Slim comes out, or like
or like even Xbox X.
Yeah, too close a name.
Still though, if I had to choose, if there was a PlayStation 5 out right now and the new Xbox, I would pick the PlayStation 5 for me, just because I'm a PlayStation guy.
100%. Yeah,
but I'm a sucker for new video game consoles. So I'll probably buy both.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
I will get both of them eventually, but I won't go online.
Here's another question. So you think there's going to be a mid-cycle console? You know how the PlayStation Pro came out and stuff?
Yeah.
You think they're going to pull that shit again?
Oh, like Xbox Series X?
Yeah, like the PlayStation
Pro or
Pro.
Infinity?
From what they're saying is that this Xbox Series X is going to be... They're coming out of the gate with their high-end system.
Yeah.
So if they're going to come out with another version of this system, it'll be a cheaper... less powerful version.
Because I honestly got to say, one of the most
they're going to work backwards.
One of the most disappointing things for me was that mid-cycle console.
Yeah,
it really was like.
I didn't get the PS4 Pro.
I did.
Neither did I.
And I don't even have a 4K TV, and I got it, but I had the VR at the time, and it pushed the boundaries of the VR to make it a little bit better.
Okay.
So that was one of the reasons why I bought it, but. That was such a kick in the nuts.
There's rumors that Xbox might even come out before the end of the holiday and say like, this is you can buy the system for $500. You could buy one for $700, and it'll ship with the brand new Oculus.
Well, they also said, I also read that Xbox is not focusing on VR because there's not enough people who are interested in that.
Look, I love video games. I don't give two shits about VR.
Some of the VR stuff, of the VR stuff now looks really fun.
I mean, you've never played VR?
Nope. No desire.
Do you?
I haven't either.
It's
you know,
the first time you experience it, it's really amazing. I mean, it's whatever you think it is. It's probably a lot better than that.
The thing is, for me personally, I'm the same boat as Andy. Never touched it. I don't really have a desire to. For me, that experience, I'm gonna kind of treat like I should have treated my virginity. I'm hoping like the right game. Do you know what I mean? Like it's all got to be right.
What was the game that came out for PlayStation?
Scented Candles.
Yeah,
the one that was like the haunted house game where you.
It was like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
dude. I mean, seriously.
But was it like a rail shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I'm serious. Like I had friends who played it, and even myself when I played it the first time, it literally scared. I mean, I'm a guy who watches horror movies. I love that shit. I mean, when you talk about VR stuff, I'm talking about it's this close away from your face, and I mean, it looks like if I was that close away from him, it's really amazing. It's not 3D. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it really, and it's only going to get better. The problem with VR is it had like this kind of screen door effect. So when you looked at it, it kind of looked like you were looking at it through like a screen door, like a mesh sort of thing.
That's weird.
But as it gets better, and it's like erases that, and it gets to be 4K or dude, I'm telling you, but
Did you see the one that everyone's playing now where they walk a plank?
No.
So they get in an elevator, and the elevator takes them up, and then the elevator's doors. There's really no game to this. All it is you walk out in the street, and you hit top floor, and it takes you to the top, and the elevator doors open, and you're just at the top, and
You
it's
just
just
fall?
and there's a plank, and you just walk to the end of the plank in the VR, and you're walking. You're like, oh, I can't do this. Like, and every single person that plays is like, it's freaking the fuck out. Like,
I mean, even like my wife and my daughter who saw it and totally blown away. I mean, there was this one where you just went down in this thing. It was like almost like a demo. Like you went down the ocean. There was sharks and shit. I mean, like it was really surreal.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. But I'll tell you what, motion sickness is definitely a factor with it.
That would be an issue.
And I'll tell you, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been motion sick, but when I played it, literally like cold sweats, like
vertigo,
sweat, like rolling.
I can't do the teacups at Nobles anymore.
I hate the teacups.
You know, the thing was, like, it was so crazy when I play Resident Evil, and I fucking locked the door because I didn't want my wife coming in. It's scaring the shit out of me, you know? I had a fucking fan blowing on me because I was getting, like, hot flashes and shit.
I would never play Resident Evil with that.
If you chew fucking, like, bubble gum, too, it kind of, like, helps with motion sickness, too. But, you know, the thing with the VR was...
That's that virginity experience I'm talking about right there.
The thing about the VR that kind of was not a good thing for me.
Resident Evil 7 on a VR, I would fucking shit my pants.
Dude, it was amazing. But it was like
they designed it for jump scares. Because I was playing it on
God.
my thing, I'm like, this is designed for VR.
It was like getting into a spacesuit when you fucking got it, you know, because you had to put fucking headphones on and the shit on your face and focus it in and sit on a chair and hold shit in your hands. And once that stuff was on, there was like no button to like flick, you know, which would have been cool is like if you hit a button,
turn it off,
and you could see outside of it without taking it off. But like, you know, you'd put the controller on the ground. And I mean, you'd be fucking fumbling around trying to, you know, to find out where it is. You know what I mean? But
they could at least like add like a little something onto there, like boop 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 boop, like where the controller is.
I'm telling you though, honestly, if you've never tried it, you should at least just experience it.
We're gonna come to your house. We're gonna come to your house, get drunk, and do VR.
I sold it.
Never mind.
Because like
it was expensive, wasn't it? The same price as a PlayStation.
It was definitely cool, and I said this before in the show. If only I had the experience of playing Resident Evil 7 on it, which I played the whole game VR.
Skyrim, I heard is cool.
Was fucking amazing. It was worth the price of buying that just to play Resident Evil 7 in VR.
People play Skyrim in VR. They play Minecraft in VR. And yeah,
the reason why I sold it is because they came out with like an updated edition of it that was even better. So I kind of wanted to dump my old one before it wasn't worth anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to get back.
And then the other thing that just kind of came out is PlayStation just came out with an attachment for the controller. It looks like a pop socket that sits on the back of your controller, and it's another button.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
it does nothing for me. It didn't look.
I didn't see that at all.
That fucking touchpad on the PS4 controller is such a waste. I don't even know why.
They should get rid of the touchpad and get rid of that light. It just kills the battery.
Yeah, they moved the light on it at one point.
Well, now because I got the new controllers. There's a light at the top, and then the touchpad lights up this way. But I don't know if they made the battery better.
The touchpad was such a.
It didn't really.
For me,
not many games used it. I like that the controller makes noise though.
Yeah,
not many games use that either.
Yeah, what was
like
that?
for Infamous, you'd shake the spray paint.
Yeah,
and with the camera.
Oh yeah.
Grand Theft Auto. You would hear the police scanner.
I think Nintendo started that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all. Yeah.
And the last thing I have here for news wise is Star Wars comes out Friday.
Yeah, I'm going.
You're going?
Yeah. Well, it comes out actually Thursday. They had some preview last night apparently for like big shots and celebrities. But yeah, it comes out Thursday. Friday we got tickets.
Are you excited? Like, is it something you're anticipating?
I saw the first 3 Star Wars movies, and I haven't seen any since the. And I mean, like Return of the Jedi was like the last one I've seen. Yeah.
So
I'm excited, but I'm not like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know,
is Jar Jar in it?
Probably not.
No. There was an empty seat next to your party, and all the other seats like pretty much sold. And Mark's like, "Do you want that seat?" And I was like, I'm excited for it, and I will probably see it in theaters.
Yeah.
I'm not an opening night kind of guy.
Yeah.
That, all that shit going on is like a lot for me to take in. People fucking talking and screaming and laughing
kids.
and
I hate
shit that's not funny.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Watch a movie. The reviews I saw today for that pre-premiere that you were talking about, everybody says almost every post
spoilers.
said a lot.
Yeah. No spoilers.
Every post, well, I didn't. There are no spoilers yet.
Okay, good.
Everyone said a lot. Like it's a lot to take in,
Okay.
or there's a lot going on. But like a lot was used in almost every post. And
that's
they,
weird.
they pointed that out.
Yeah.
Is this where the Baby Yoda thing is coming
No.
from?
No, that's the
No,
Mandalorian.
that's Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That's on the Disney Plus Netflix thing.
Yeah,
I like that.
TV show.
Yeah, which I haven't seen in a
Which
second.
I'm watching that too.
Yeah.
I heard everyone says it's really good. I'll watch eventually.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good. It's not like mind altering.
Okay.
It's not a game changer. It really plays like a Western, which is kind of nice. So you're kind of like watching a Star Wars Western.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
But it's okay.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
I footsie somebody. So
Definitely not the best thing ever.
yeah.
I want to get through the other stuff because we do have snacks tonight.
I got a piece of news as well.
The questions, and then so I
got one,
have
too.
something I'm going to add to it once you do your news thing.
Oh, okay. So, pinball news. I know we don't have a lot
Oh,
of pinball
nice.
news on here. Does anyone like Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Spooky Pinball, which is this really small pinball company, they've been doing really well. They did House of a Thousand Corpses game. They did an Alice Cooper game. These are actual pinball machines, real full-size pinball machines.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They did a Rick and Morty pinball machine. It's coming out 750 units. They sold out in less than
I can
4
imagine.
hours.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How much is one? Like $4,000?
One is 7,000.
Whoa.
And one is 7,500. And the difference is
I would have guessed like $3,000. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like the armor on it, which is like the legs and kind of like the side rails and stuff, are different on the one that's $500 more.
Oh, okay.
They're like powder coated or whatever. But Justin Roiland, he's like I guess the guy who does the voices for the show. He's doing like actual voice work for the machine,
Oh, shit.
so call
Nice.
outs and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
You know,
Very
so
nice.
I mean,
Hit the ball, you piece of shit. I'm like, oh
yeah.
bro, Rick.
Oh jeez.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, 750 games. You know,
Yeah.
they sold out in less than 4 hours.
insane.
It's
That
pretty,
is totally
pretty
insane.
impressive,
There's
so hats
there's
off
a
to
pretty
them.
classic pinball machine in our area. That's very, from what I was told, is very sought after.
Which is-
the original Super Mario Bros. Pinball machine.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
I know which one it is. Yeah.
It's the one it's actually in across from the wheel in the Martian material store.
Oh yeah, I know where that
Oh,
place
wow.
is. Yeah.
And he lets you play it for a quarter.
Wow. That used to be the old comic book store years and years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
When the old guy had it before Bill had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Villains and Victors, like circa 93.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
before that, because Superman died in 93, right? And
Oh,
what was
my
that, Ben?
goodness.
94?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
okay, so I bought that at the other location that was like up from the library, but that was in that one when Deathstroke first came out, so it was 91. So it was about like late 80s, early 90s.
I don't remember that one on 2nd Street. I remember Villains and Victors on Market, but I
Yeah.
don't remember one on 2nd
Yeah,
Street.
right
That's
there where
crazy.
the Martian store was. I mean,
Oh, wow.
let's go way back. That's
Oh, and also too, like
25 years ago.
the Rick and Morty pinball machine is on eBay for $50K right now.
Wow.
But I heard it's like a joke. So
I wouldn't sell it. If I bought that, I'd
like
keep
it's
it. That's
it's like
awesome.
yeah. I mean, because it's not actually out yet,
oh,
but
geez,
I think
Rick.
it's coming out before the end of the year.
Hit the flap, piece of shit.
But a pinball is alive and well, man.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a big pinball guy.
Well, see,
you
a lot
know-
of pinball machines are really nice.
Yeah, you don't realize how much really goes into a pinball machine until you actually open
Remember-
up all the electronics.
Remember the
and all-
Playboy one? You'd hit the start and go, ooh, ooh.
Elvira's is really
Yeah, that's a cool one.
There's just a new
there's
Elvira
two.
pinball machine that came out.
Yeah, really?
Like like I'm talking like this year.
Oh,
There was a
wow.
new one.
Oh, cool.
Stern did it.
So I wanted to add something here real quick. It's more
ahead.
like an opinion based or maybe like a prediction of 2020. We're gonna do a video. What do you want to see, or what do you know that's coming? We'll do a little bit of both. What do you know is coming out, or what is something you hope gets announced that comes out for 2020? So
Well, I mean, there's the Xbox and the PlayStation, so I'm pretty content with both of those coming out.
not system wise,
Ghostbuster movie.
Game-wise?
There we go.
Game-wise.
Oh, game-wise. I don't know anything that's coming out on the...
The only thing I got to Animal Crossing in March. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
So we're saying stuff we know that's coming out.
Well, you could do either or like how I'm saying rumors are.
Oh, okay.
Fable. Like I would love Fable back on Xbox. I would love it. Like how you're
The
saying,
last
I
two
knew-
Fables were kind of letdowns, though.
I enjoy. I still.
I mean, they
enjoy
were
them.
fun, but they
Yeah.
weren't. You know, I was like, "This is gonna be the best game." It's like, it's kind
Like
of
Battletoads is coming out.
I
or-
would love to see like a good Fallout game, like not the last Fallout game, but the Fallout game before that.
Yeah.
the
Fallout
Outer
3.
Worlds.
What was the last like big? Was it Fallout 4? Was that
The last one that the Fallout fans are
4,
Is,
and then
is New
because-
Vegas.
Right, but 4 was before that. New Vegas was kind of,
and they hated Everyone hated 4.
I like 4.
Really? I love 4.
Like they said, like Fallout fans said that New Vegas was the last.
Yeah, they say that's but they're idiots.
I mean, to me,
they added so much more for 4.
That slow motion of shooting someone,
VATS,
as many times as I fucking never ever got old.
Yeah,
never ever got old to me. In fact, I still see videos that pop up like on Facebook when you could post stuff from PS4 to Facebook, and I'll still watch that fucking shooting those guys and the heads like flying off and their bodies spinning around.
Or we get the bloody mess perk and they just explode.
Dude,
it's pretty awesome.
I'd love to see a Fallout 5. Yeah,
Well,
would love to see
the next Elder Scrolls. So Skyrim is the next one. That's
Skyrim.
They go Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Elder Scrolls.
I love both those franchises a lot.
Yeah,
new Punch Out, man. I'd love to see another Punch Out. I know it's probably pretty early, but I'd love to see a Punch Out.
That'd be cool.
They need to revamp that.
There's only been 2 games.
Do that
in
in
30
VR.
years. Can you imagine
with the
there's things that hit inside the head?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Dino Crisis game.
Wow, Ben.
Yeah, fucking wild card here. Yeah, that and even Darkstalkers, a remake of that, but like done like all like the dark cell shading.
Yeah,
like
you know,
Street
like
Fighter 4.
Yeah, if they did, I agree. If they did like a
wild.
cool like Darkstalkers, like they did Street Fighter 5, like a
no,
remake.
do it with 4. Do it with 4. Five people are like fuck. They say it's garbage.
It's been a while for that. That was a decent franchise.
The last one was 3.
Because a lot of
PlayStation 1.
A lot of Capcom franchises, they're like, oh, we're gonna bring back some old IPs, and people are like, Dino Crisis, and then right off the bat, Darkstalkers. I'm like, I would love to see those games, and then add new monsters of sorts, because you could play like the Wolfman, the Merman, Frankenstein. It would be cool to see like maybe like up the ante with like do like an old like Rick from Splatterhouse, something like a character like that. That'd with like cool. The machete, like a homage to them. Or like the Scream guy, like he'd be a fast, quick character like Vega. That'd be pretty wild.
They had that game that came out for the PC. What was it called? Like Terradrome or something?
Oh like it wasn't like official.
I have that like on my arcade cabinet where it can be like Freddy and the guy from Scream.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's a good idea.
I would like another game like that.
The Mortal Kombat people tried, but I guess there's too many licenses.
Like the Friday the 13th one. If you don't have to use movie franchises, but make another game where it's like a hide and seek.
Yeah.
Killer finds people.
You know,
game.
I never played that Friday the 13th game that came out.
I had so much fun with it.
You know,
it got real bad reviews though.
Like
the best review was like a 6.
They kind of like I guess it was kind of always like a demo, sort of like it never really kind of made.
But it was still so. I have so many fun memories of that game. I had so much fun. One for me is we were kind of talking about it. Is it's kind of rumored, but we're supposed to be getting Perfect Dark by the people who made Gears of War. Mm-hmm. I would like that. I would like to see that.
Perfect. The 360 Perfect Dark was not so hot.
Perfect Dark was fun for N64.
Yeah, but I mean, like make it with the Gears of War.
It won't be third person over the. It might be third, but it won't be like the same mechanics. But it's going to be made by the Coalition.
I always wanted, as a sidebar, a Punisher third person Gears of War game where you're the Punisher.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. I don't know who the second player would be. It doesn't really matter.
Nick Fury.
Punisher with a blue suit.
Nick Fury.
I would like obviously Fable. I want Fable to come back. Animal Crossing, I'm pumped for. Rumors are a new Batman title's coming.
Yeah,
where it's the Court of Owls.
Remember they were going to make a Superman, then it was Justice League, now it's back to Batman.
Yeah, I would. And
then they were saying that you could be everybody else, like Robin and Batgirl, and
that's the rumor. Yeah.
Did anybody ever hear that Rocksteady was originally going to make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game?
No.
At one point,
they made like a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like arcade game like not too long ago. I don't know if like people saw that. It was like more from an independent company.
I think people were saying that was actually pretty decent too.
Yeah,
rumors are liking a Left 4 Dead 3.
Well, a little late. I mean, the zombie thing's over, but
I mean, I'm always like Resident Evil. I mean, I know it's too soon for games like that because like it takes like years to make stuff like that. But Resident Evil, a big Hot Shots golf guy. Like everyone golfs. Like that was.
What games I miss now that like they're gone, but when they were out, I was like, fucking, they're making another one of these. Like it has to come out the same year as like they make them every year. Remember when I like sports games, but I used to like when they had the over super fake versions of like the baseball, the hits. Where like the guy would like hit the
like
ball
Blitz
and jump like a mile.
Like NFL
like
Blitz.
make one bi-yearly. Like you don't have to do it update the roster, but like when you like make it like every 3 years. But like a boxing game, we haven't had a boxing game in a while. like us fighting in champions.
Don't forget
remember
to-
Knockout Kings?
Another fun game I'd like to see come back. Hopefully, with his new engines and these scary systems and possibly VR. I was a huge Dead Space fan.
Oh yeah,
Those
third
games.
The
There's
third
the one
one
I'd pop my cherry on.
The
Dead
third
Space.
one was like,
Yeah,
I didn't even play it.
don't.
I won't.
Part one was a
won't.
masterpiece.
Part one's the best, and I mean, two's good. It was more arcadey, but three was just like, what? Let's put everything in this game.
I quit playing the first one. Like I went in with the highest of hopes. I had on headphones and I'm playing on PC. And then I was getting like so freaked out that I was like walking the game backwards, which obviously ain't doing me any favors. I'm just getting hit from the fucking front then. But yeah, I ended up not playing that game. Really,
Wow.
it was too much for me.
I love that game.
It was good, but that's why I stopped playing.
In the summer, I replayed 1 and 2 and beat them again. I didn't get every trophy, but I got most. And then 3, I'm like, nope.
So is there anything else that you guys would want to come out?
I love the Metroid. I think they're rumored by the Metroid game.
I mean, Metroid.
That'd be awesome.
But it's supposed to be Prime, like Metroid Prime.
That's a good
4.
point.
awesome.
Like a Metroid would be. That's a long time coming.
Yeah, real long.
A
And
Metroid would be a good one.
along with that rumor, then too, they're supposed to remake the Super Metroid in like new graphics, like a new
That'd be
like,
awesome, too.
format
Yeah,
too.
I'd
So
play that.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like if you did it with Samus Returns for the DS,
Yeah,
why not?
I wish they put that on Switch so I could play it on the TV.
I want a legit Star Fox game.
Oh, like a
I
new
don't-
one. They haven't made a
imagine
new one
that.
since GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Show me a new Mass Effect. They're good games.
Yeah, that Andromeda one was kind of like that. Well, I
didn't
played
play that one either.
It's very confusing.
It's a rumor, but it's one of those rumors that people want, but it doesn't happen. The rumor is that you're going to get Mother 3
That's what they're saying. Yeah,
this year
On Nintendo.
on Nintendo.
That's gonna.
but for downloadable,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Hold up.
But you don't get 2.
Mother 3 that already exists, not a new reboot
Yeah.
Mother 3.
Yeah.
The Mother
Right,
3
the
that
yeah,
never
the one that was
released.
like N64.
I was gonna buy a
came
repro.
out on
I
Game
have
Boy
it.
Advance.
Yeah.
I have the reproduction card
I
on
was gonna
Game
buy
Boy
it.
Advance.
Yeah, that's what I was
Me
gonna
too.
I
buy.
have it. Nice.
Yeah.
Played it. It's actually pretty good. If you're into the series, it's
Really?
probably the best one, actually.
Yeah. Anything else out there that you guys would hope for?
I can think of off the top of my head.
Not a that has actually been rumored.
Yeah.
Like might come out. Elder Scrolls, whatever it's going to be called.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Always look forward to those.
by the end of the year, it will say what its name is at least. They should go back to Daggerfell because the graphics were so bad back then. So redo it.
A reboot of Morrowind. I loved
Yeah.
Morrowind so much.
Or
It was
just-
so
There's so
bleak.
much there, and it was
Let's
like
test out
20
these-
classes.
Let's test out this new system and make a full map.
Oh my god! Can you
Push the
imagine?
limits, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, Skyrim was huge.
Yeah.
I thought.
Let's go back to multi-disc games now
Yeah.
that we have like all this space. Like, like, what would a 3-disc Skyrim be like?
Oh my god!
Oh,
It's like 3 different continents.
That'd be kind of
Please
badass.
insert disc
Like,
2. Remember that?
I just finished Skyrim. New systems coming out. So, Andy, we'll start with you. What are you reading, playing, watching?
Pokemon.
I saw your Surfetch post.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
got Surfetched. I fought the Dark Gym leader in that town. Was it for you like the rocker guy? He kind of looks like a Kiss member.
No, he's the exclusive to your game.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So he's
the
the Dark
Galarian.
Gym. Yeah, and he's not really a gym leader. It's like in the city, and you walk through the streets to fight.
Oh, no,
fight
no,
other
I
people.
did fight him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He has the Obstagoon. That's a Kiss guy. So I beat him. I used Farfetch. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you the crit thing, little item. So that way you get more crits. I'm like, I'll have to evolve, and I just destroyed all those people with him. But then as soon as I got the 3rd crit, I took him out because I was afraid if he died, he wouldn't evolve. So I'm like, oh, out, and then I put in one of the fairy Pokemon because they killed Dark. I had the Rapidash and the Hatterene. So
Okay.
I think I used my Rapidash. And
Yeah, I
killed
gotta
him.
get
Nice.
that back into it. I haven't
Yeah,
played a game since
my-
last episode.
My Surfetch is 70, and then
Damn.
Cinderace is 70. So I'm really leveling.
Damn.
Yeah, and I have a lot of.
You're booking it.
You
Yeah.
finished it, right?
No, not yet.
Really? And you're 70. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I level a lot because now I find the new Pokemon and I level them up and I try to evolve them
I love it.
and then I get them, and then I go to the next area.
I like your style, Andy.
So I do almost everything. And then,
So-
do you know how many hours I spent in the wild area? None.
Really?
Yeah, I've just played the game. So 60 hours, not in the wild area,
Really?
catching the Pokemon and evolving them all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you leveling them up if you're not in the wild?
In the grassy patches.
Yeah.
On,
So
on
the best place is route 7, and then there's where the Berserker is. Because they give you over 1,000 experience for every one. So you just get whatever, because you steal. So you get whatever. I forget what I was using. Psychic, whatever you use. So I would just kill them over and over and over and over, and then level the rest, or sometimes start with the
Have you
one.
seen a shiny yet?
and
'Cause
swap.
you're training
No,
them?
I must have killed 50 Berserkers, and I didn't get one shiny yet. I haven't seen one shiny in the whole game.
At the risk of sounding like a total nerd, do you happen to know what that Berserker, what the effort value, what they give when you kill them? Do you have any idea what it is?
No. How do you find like the effort value?
Like I was saying on the last episode, I always got that from the book that comes out.
Okay,
I don't know
I didn't
if
get
it
the
says on
strategy
their
guide.
profile.
No, it doesn't. It has their like their spec chart, the pie chart or whatever.
Because we were talking about the effort value. So like what I'm saying is that Berserker, if its effort value is special defense or special defense. Every time you fight one, the Pokemon that is fighting it and killing it is getting a bonus in special defense.
Oh,
so you're killing those specifically. I'd be interested to see what its effort value is.
I wonder what my Cinderace. So my Cinderace has never left my party. So he's probably
whatever Pokemon you are power leveling in that area, see what their highest stat is.
And then once I got Farfetch because he's really good, I just kept using him, and I can one shot everything now with Farfetch.
That's awesome.
And now Surfetch is like dead. So I was like Berserker.
Road.
And then I went to the water area, and there's the water ghost things. There's a guy one and a girl one. They're blue and pink. They were given over 1,000 experience. So I'm like, yeah, kill. And then I got Hatterene, and I gave her Magic Leaf, and it's like, oh, let's take her from 48 to 65.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that way, when I go to the gym, it's just like I slaughter the gym. So now I'm getting ready for the Dragon Gym, and I need a Mort Fairy and Steel. So I'm trying to get Corviknight, whatever.
Corviknight,
yeah.
yeah.
Trying to get him to 70. I'm gonna give him all 70 and then go to the gym.
Damn.
And just slaughter.
Yeah, you'll dominate.
Yeah.
I respect your style for sure.
What have you been playing or watching or reading?
I haven't really been playing. What's that, Santa? Wait.
Yeah. What? Hey now.
Oh, he wants me to tell you about 3 movies you should watch for Christmas.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. I'm terrified.
He said you should watch Silent Night, Deadly Night,
Okay.
That's a classic.
Christmas Evil, and also he said Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Not that shitty remake.
I heard the remake's good though.
It just sucks.
You seen it?
No.
I've not seen it.
No, I don't want to see it. But yeah, the original Black Christmas is a great movie. Great movie. So
And that one is signed by someone.
it's signed by John Saxon. I met him before.
Nice.
So Silent Night, Deadly Night always comes up on Cavity Colors, like for their shirts they're doing.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, like the first 2 are pretty good. The original Black Christmas is awesome. Great movie. And Christmas Evil's pretty fun too, and also there's this really cool mini movie that you can watch on YouTube. It's called Treevenge.
I like it already.
And I recommend everyone going to YouTube and Googling Treevenge. Or
What was the Killer Frosty? The Frosty of the Snowman
Jack
movie?
Frost,
Yeah,
right? But then
yeah.
there's the kid Jack Frost too with Batman.
Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
Batman.
But that Treevenge, I'll try and post it on the page for people
Yeah,
to
why
watch.
not?
It's really good. It's like a short story, maybe like I'm guessing like 15 minutes long
Cool.
or something like that.
Awesome.
But no, fuck that Pokemon. I can't hang with it, man. I mean,
Have you
know,
played
it's-
any
You
other
can't do
games?
it like me.
no, dude, seriously, like I'm so invested in this arcade cabinet, and I keep bringing it up, but there's just so much to do on it and so much configuring. Like I've been configuring the Sega Naomi 2 games, which is like a newer version of the Dreamcast arcade games. So it's just I mean, like every week I'll spend like the whole day working on it,
Oh, wow.
because it's just like there's so much to do, and
I don't move from these 2 chairs.
yeah. But I just really haven't turned on the PS4 for a long time, and the Switch, I haven't really played much on that either.
If I start playing something again, it's gonna be my Spider-Man, but I just haven't had a chance.
I started watching what is it called? Is it called Bring It On or something? That
cheerleader movie.
yeah, no, it's not a movie.
I love
it's
that
like
movie.
A show.
Oh, the show.
The show, like with the dancing dolls or whatever.
No idea.
Yeah.
I think it was actually. I think that
called,
might
like,
actually be a show.
Bring It or Bring It On. I don't know.
Just Bring It?
I watch the stupidest, shittiest stuff you can think of, man. I mean, for like I said, everything I watch is like
Horrible.
It's probably not recommend it for the show, Like I mean, but
Cheesy, horrible,
yeah.
like backwater, fucking bullshit stuff.
I just like I said, like a lot of stuff I watch it for all the wrong reasons. It's like I see funniness and stuff that's not supposed to be funny, or like campiness. I get a
Yeah, I
weird
like
sense of
cheesy
humor,
B-rated stuff a lot too. Like I get like that's my like.
My favorite is FDR. Have you ever watched that movie, American Badass?
No, I've never seen
Ever
it.
see it? It's fantastic. I bought it at Sheets for $5.99. Kevin Sorbo's in it, and he's a dead Abraham Lincoln. He's the ghost Abraham Lincoln.
Oh shit!
That's
Who FDR sees when he gets high.
Fucking
It's outrageous.
Fucking ginger dead.
It's so good.
So what are you into, Ben?
Well,
Wait, you skipped Santa.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he already said the movies.
Yeah, he
Never
said the
mind.
movies.
It's okay.
That's BS.
What?
BS.
I know it is BS.
Black Santa.
No, he's a coal worker. I told you.
No, he's Black Santa.
He's got coal
I
on
like
his
Black
face.
Santa. I actually own
The Black Santa brought my grandmother. It's very nice. I should bring it. I have it.
I had a Black Santa shirt.
Well, thanks for thinking of the show, Andy.
Yeah.
And I was told at a job not to wear the shirt on Christmas, and I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Because you're trying to be racist." I was like, "I think it's racist that Santa can't be black."
Yeah, I mean, Santa can
How
be
is that
whatever you want him to
racist?
be.
There's no Black Santa.
Well, they actually just put the first Black Santa in like the Mall of America this year.
Wow.
Yeah, good for
Okay.
him.
Santa's not real. Sorry.
Yeah,
But he can be whatever you want him to
Spoiler
be.
alert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Chinese man,
Oh,
Mexican guy, whatever.
If you got kids watching, now's not the time.
Oh yeah, he's totally real.
Make sure your
Santa's
kids
real.
are good and don't lie, but we're going to completely lie to you about this.
Yeah.
I hate. I if I had kids, which
And
I never
Jesus.
will, I would never talk. Yeah, I would never. I would say Santa doesn't exist. I buy you presents.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't like that.
I would tell my kid about Krampus though.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch. I
That's
listen
a
to.
fun movie.
I listen to
watch,
a
too.
podcast. There's a bunch of them. There's like they're all like German heritage. There's like some
Yep.
lady that comes and cuts your stomach out if you're bad and fills it full of twigs, twigs and rocks. I was like, what? But if you're good, she gives you a shiny silver dollar.
Nice. Well, it's better than a
Yeah.
belly full of twigs, I
What
guess.
what was Dwight's Christmas thing?
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
The Guggenstock or
Yeah,
something.
that was so good. I forget.
Ben, what are you watching or what reading her into?
So what I'm playing, I've been playing Tekken 7. I downloaded
Still.
some. Well, yeah,
it's a fighting game.
yeah, of course
Get
it
a couple
is.
matches in and then go get something else in your system.
Do you unlock
Hey, I don't
characters as you play it?
Well, now they actually have just downloadable characters now. So like, and they're not terribly priced. Like I got Negan from The Walking Dead because they threw him in as
You have a boner for Negan.
well.
I was gonna say, well, as opposed to Negan from what else?
Yeah.
like that one time in 30 Rock, it's like Arsenio Hall. You know another Arsenio? Okay, continue.
But I did Negan. I got Armored King, and I got Geese Howard from the Fatal Fury series.
That's cool.
Because they threw in like Akuma then too. So like they did like a whole like collaboration. They're like, oh hey, let's borrow some of your characters from franchises, and I'm the Tekken 7. Because Tekken 7 doesn't really take themselves like it's a serious fighting game, but they're like we can joke around, we can add these collaborations.
I
It's like
that
Super Smash Brothers Light. You know?
platforming.
But there was
Yeah.
the boxing kangaroos in 3, right?
Yeah, like they don't really take themselves very seriously, but it's a serious fighting game. But man, I've been playing as Negan. That guy's fucking deceptively strong because like he has like 2 bat moves that I use. So if you pull back and you hit the triangle button twice, he'll whack with a real hard bat, and then he hits you over the head, kind of like what he did to Abraham. Spoiler alert! And he
No one
pulls the
watches
bat up, and
Walking
it's
Dead.
like it takes out like maybe a good like more than half of the damage, and then he does another one where he just like pokes you, and then he does the barbed wire, and he's like, "Sounds good, feels good, sounds good," and it's cool because when you win against it, it's kind of like an insult to injury type of move. It's pretty cool.
Is he modeled after the TV show?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, yeah, and he has like all different bat moves. It's pretty fucking
Did
wild.
they buff him up though to get him on par with all the other?
No, he
characters?
kind of looks exactly the same as on the
'Cause
show.
For Injustice, like you can select Green Arrow as Stephen Amell, and he's so much smaller than all the characters in the game. It's like, but his voice was in it. So
They made him like
Actually,
actual size.
I picked up on Xbox a couple months ago. I didn't even talk about it in the show. I didn't play it yet though. Remember how I told you I like the Lego games? Mm-hmm. I got the Lego DC Villains,
Okay.
the complete
Never
edition
played it.
for like $20.
Ain't bad.
Yeah.
Then I've been I decided to fucking go a little nutty with my manga reading. I've been reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Kind of jumped the shark with 6, 7, and 8 the parts.
Damn.
So I'm like, oh my god, because I can't fathom what happens. I can't really. I don't want to say it, but point being,
No
you
one
know,
here's ever.
I was gonna
read
say you
JoJo.
could say it, Ben, because
If you
it
are
came out
really,
years ago.
if you're really into JoJo and the Explorer,
Put it this way:
Dora.
parts 1 through 6 are like the original arc, and he kills the creator actually kills all the original characters off and speeds time up, and then part 7's a totally different new thing. Yeah, it's fucked up. And then I heard that The Witcher's going to be on Netflix.
Didn't it
This
start?
Friday.
Oh, I
yeah.
thut it was last Friday.
it might have
No,
been.
I think
Nope,
it's this
this
Friday.
Oh, okay.
The 20th. So
That's bold to come out the same day as Star Wars.
Yeah, but I mean, streaming,
good
so you know,
Totally be able to do
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
For sure.
Kind of a good thing, like especially like, oh, you don't want to be in, do Star Wars. You always have The Witcher,
Stay at home and
alternative.
watch
Yeah,
The Witcher.
why
What if
not?
that'd be interesting to see how it does though? Like if it blows up the day of the Star Wars, that'd be
I'm
very.
sure it will because it's like not everyone's going to go see Star Wars.
I know a lot of Game of Thrones fans are pumped for it because it's like that's like scratching the itch that they don't have anymore.
Right.
You know
I
what
can see
movie I want to see that I haven't seen yet? That new Rambo movie. Has
I only
anyone
talked
seen
to
that?
one person. He said it
Didn't even know there was
wasn't
one.
as good. Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I would watch that.
I'd watch it too.
Yeah.
Was that Rambo Last Blood, Andy? If you remember, I think you.
Yeah,
might
because
mention it
4
to
is
me.
just Rambo.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
one's fucking bananas,
I
man.
love that.
one.
Yeah.
where they're running across the mine.
Dude, there is so much violence in
Yeah,
that
I
movie
know.
because it's like Italian directed, I
Yeah.
think.
He hits the dude with the 50 cal.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's the whole 5-minute scene. Where
Love that movie. I love. Does he ride like a fucking bomb down the hill or something like that on it? It's awesome. That movie's fucking great.
the best
man.
is the
Love
meme
it.
where they take that scene where he's shooting the gun. It's just lights coming out. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
There's another one where they have him like with a big like camera like Tony's, and he's taking a picture of a butterfly
Oh yeah, the butterfly. Yeah, I see that one. Yeah,
like that.
That's why I watched the
fucking
new
love
one.
that.
Just that there's.
I would
any
watch
hope,
it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is that? The fourth one you guys are talking about?
no, it's the 5th one because the
The
fourth
one with the machine gun. and-
Yeah, 'cause- well, that one's 4. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I never
The
seen
new
it.
one's the
I'd
5th
like
one.
to-
Oh,
yeah,
it's
see that.
great. I'll let you borrow a Blu-ray if you want.
I'd like
I
to
have
see
the
it.
Blu-ray too.
I'd like
Good
to see
choice.
it.
So what have you been into?
I haven't been playing anything. I have been watching The Mandalorian week to week, and I'm also watching Castle Rock week to week, the Stephen King Hulu show. It's pretty good. That just wrapped, I believe. I hope that last episode was the last episode because crazy.
I went and picked up 2 movies for Heidi's birthday. We went to a hockey game as well. Went to the Reading Royals. I got to see Gritty.
Oh, that's cool.
It
Yeah.
was pretty fun.
Was that the Bear Night?
Yeah, it was.
Ah, that's so cool, man.
We're
So
going.
cool.
I think like the Reading Royals games are going to be like a regular thing for us. Like, it's really really fun. We get a group of us. It's like me, my buddy Kev, Nikolai, and Heidi, and we go see a game. And it's like 15. It's like
I was gonna
$15
say the
to
Royals
sit at the
probably not
glass.
expensive, right?
Hockey's such a cool sport, man. I love it.
So much fucking
it's
fun.
only sport I follow. Man.
Dude, and I go get like 2 beers, and then I just scream and have a good time.
Yeah.
I just love it. And you bang on the glass, and like guy goes to the penalty box, and you're like, bye,
Yeah.
and you just heckle them. It's so much fun. But yeah, we had a really good time there. And then we bought 2 movies. We bought 2 movies for her. It was a double pack. You can only get it at Walmart. So if you are looking to buy the new It movie, you can get It Chapter 1 and 2 at Walmart in a double pack for the same price as if you were to buy It 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, why would you just?
Yeah.
There's the people. I don't have one.
So
Yeah,
I
but
only-
it's the same price.
Yes. So I had in my hand the first Godzilla, like not the first one, but the newest remake.
Okay,
And-
the one that's like real dark.
And then the new one.
Okay.
And then we seen It Part 1 and 2, and I was like, oh, it's like you can get both. And then I look, and then I seen,
Hey, whose birthday is it?
yeah, and then I seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Oh, so good. I love that.
and I was
movie.
like,
I don't know what that.
buy Godzilla, and I put Godzilla.
Did you
back.
get it?
Yeah, I bought it.
Have you watched it?
Not yet.
Oh, I want to know what you think when you watch it. Yeah,
it's a
cool.
new Tarantino movie.
It won like
Oh,
I saw it won
I
like
don't know anything
awards
about it.
and stuff, or it was up for awards.
Brad Pitt plays a stunt double,
Stunt devil.
and somehow cross paths with Charlie Manson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, also speaking of Tarantino, did you hear about the Star Trek R-rated movie that he was going to do?
No.
Yeah, he was. There's rumors that it may be off now, but he's supposed to, or he was in talks to do a Star Trek R-rated movie.
Ooh, I know he's in talks to do Kill Bill 3,
Yes, which I'm on board for.
which is
yeah.
the daughter grows up.
Yeah, I would
how
watch
she goes
that,
after
sure.
Yeah, the bride.
whatever her name.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't happy with 2
Like
at all.
I liked it.
Too much talking.
Tarantino, like I'm trying to think who did like the
His
grindhouse
dialogue is
shit.
so good.
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, like him. Like Rob Zombie. They're the only directors that really get me kind of like excited to go see movies.
I'm a big Kevin Smith fan too.
Yeah.
I like Kevin Smith.
What's
a
the
lot.
deal with the movie? It came out, but it didn't come out. The Jay and Silent Bob. It came out like
It's kind of like
limited
it's like
release?
he's doing like limit releases and stuff.
Oh, okay, because I seen there was like pre-order now. And like
My friend just saw him in Philadelphia when we went to actually see the King Diamond concert.
Yeah.
He was down there that day, so it was sometime last month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and the other guy.
Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
So I watched It I already seen it, part 1. Oh my god, my throat's just fucked up. We might have to bust all the beers out soon.
Whoa, that's fine with me.
Just keep whacking that.
Yeah. So
Take a whack of that.
That
shit
medicine.
there.
yeah,
That
there's a
bootleg
little-
moonshine.
Hey, that's in a
Bootleg
glass
moonshine.
bottle, man. I'm impressed.
So I watched it part 1. I've already seen it.
I've
If
seen
you
it,
if you
yeah.
haven't seen it, it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it.
You know, I like it because it's got that campy kind of feel.
Yeah,
to it,
100%.
You know what I mean?
The only thing
Yeah, I
I would
agree
have
with
a
you on
problem
that.
with that
Good,
one,
yeah.
I think once you've seen it and I've seen it 3 times in theaters.
Wow, shit, man.
Must have liked it.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I feel like after you've seen it a couple times, to me it feels like, because I guess I already know what's coming. I feel like the kids are it for me. When the kids are stop being afraid of it too quick
Yeah.
for me. Like most of the movie is them like, we're not afraid of you anymore. Now we're fighting you, and he's like, oh well, fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then now they're in the part 2. They're adults and they're once again afraid, and they have.
How does
to,
it come back?
Pretty much like it did in the original one, where he comes back and kids start missing again.
It's like a 23-year cycle or something.
27.
Oh, really?
27,
Okay.
yeah.
But like if you know, like, okay, we hit him in the face with lead pipe and killed him, then we'll just do it again.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
He never dies.
He's like an
Yeah,
instant.
but I mean, like that's I see him like I'm no horror movie guy, but I was watching, I was like, well, if that's how why didn't you just fight him from the beginning?
It's if
know?
you're looking at it as like a horror movie, I think a lot of people who went, because I know a lot of people who watched part 2 and they're like, I hated it. I thought it was stupid.
I haven't seen it, yeah. I
the
would
new,
watch
the new
it,
one.
though.
Yeah, a lot of people are shitting on the new one.
Yeah.
the new part 2.
Yes,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I think it's more. And now it also goes a little closer to the book without going to the book, because there's some things they just didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of a sci-fi than it is a horror.
Oh, okay.
Because he's more of a supernatural element, and is not so much as just like, you're not going to just see bloody murders. It's more of
Yeah.
a psychological, and it's more like a sci-fi because he's kind of alien or out of this world thing.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people just like, it threw them off because they just wanted like blood, guts, gore, and gut.
Yeah,
and,
like slasher.
and that's not what it was. There was a lot of comedy in it as well, as a lot
Really?
of comic relief, because what the hell is the guy's name from Saturday Night Live? He's not on Saturday Night Live
Bill
anymore.
Hader?
Bill Hader.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, I'll tell you what, he has great range in the movie. Like, he does like, holy fuck, like looks scared, looks disheveled, and then he'll just throw his like one liner like, really? And then you're just like, it's Bill Hader, so you laugh.
Yeah.
The cast they got to play the kids was amazing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And then they do like a thing too where like they're adults, but they keep flashing back as kids.
Okay.
So the kids from the first movie still get some love.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's not scenes that already happened. It's
Yeah.
new ones with
Yep.
the kid. Okay, that's
So
a cool
it's
idea.
I really really enjoyed it.
Check it out.
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of CGI because it really has a lot.
See, that's what kills it for me with the new movies, the CGI. I like the old school.
Well, there was some stuff that obviously had to go CGI with because like.
If he opens his mouth like real huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Well, not just that. Like, do you remember in the first one when he turns into the giant it in the garage?
In the garage, yeah.
There's a lot more stuff like that where he becomes larger than life,
okay.
but no one else sees it but the kids or the people that are affecting it.
dang.
But I was thinking, if you have those kinds of powers, would you die from a metal thing to the face?
Well, he didn't. Die.
He did. It wasn't so much he died.
I mean, he got defeated.
He was
Yeah.
injured.
If you're fighting Juggernaut and he's fucking unstoppable, and you just get lucky and you hit him, and he
well,
falls over.
he's a little different because his
But I'm saying, like-
his whole power comes off.
But if you know, if I know I'm the Juggernaut,
yeah.
and I know as long as my helmet doesn't go off, I can just destroy everything.
Well, they
if
kinda-
I can shapeshift and
Yeah.
do all this crazy stuff, why would I just kill the kids?
They kind of got it. Like when
Like,
when
you're
they
dead.
go when they go back for it and they actually fight him.
Yeah.
I think he was getting close to his hibernation cycle.
Oh, okay, so
So
that's
he
how they-
wasn't as strong.
He's like a bear.
Yeah, and the kids are also.
Well, he's like a
He didn't go through his metamorphosis.
Lovecraftian
Yeah.
spider demon.
So, well, he actually just all he is three balls of light. He's like
Oh, really?
he's called the Deadlights, but he could take on any form.
That's fucking
But he
stupid.
chooses to be the clown because he has more fun with it.
Well, I thought like he
I thought he was a
appears
spider.
whatever you're afraid of.
He can, but
Yeah.
he changes. He's a shapeshifter, but he takes the persona of the clown on the most because he enjoys being that. But he I'm trying to say it without like kind of spoiling anything. But when they kill him in the first one, it's not so much they kill him, is that
They mortally
they
injured
KO
him.
him.
they KO him, or they got to the point where he was already getting close to his hibernation, so he was going into hibernation. So he was stacking bodies to go in hibernation
Oh,
to
okay.
feed, but also he feeds off energy. So the kids were no longer afraid, so he didn't know how to handle that.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
he's thrown off guard. Because that sounds like, if I have all these powers.
Because the whole time what he does is he divides and conquers, he separates them.
Yeah.
And then the kids start learning by themselves Like, oh, by ourselves, I'm not afraid of you anymore. I've conquered my fear of you, and now if we're together, then we're all not afraid, and you can't separate us. We can take you down.
It's like the Dream Warriors.
Yeah. I believe there was Dream Warriors references in the part 2 as well. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's all I watched.
I would watch that. Yeah,
It was fun.
There's a whole mythology with those Stephen King novels, then too, like with the universe. How
They're
it's
all
based in
connected.
Derry and all. It's
Yeah, they're all connected.
Castle Rock's how it's supposed to all tie together. Actually,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was Stephen
wow.
King in it? Did you see him?
Yes, he plays a shopkeeper.
Kind of
He looks like a
Oh,
pervert.
wow.
He looks like an old child molester.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Kind of does.
Yeah. So does classic wrestling commentator Gordon Solly. I look at him and like, ooh, child molester.
So,
Chomo.
and he's shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
let's get some snacks in
I
now.
like it is.
Let's get some
All right,
snacks.
I'm not turning this off.
Snacky
while I open
snacks.
it.
Yep. Get some snacks, and then while he's getting the snacks, if you want to get the 2 beers out. we'll do that.
Yeah. I'll grab.
Talk about something else that's not dead air.
No.
Talk about anything.
So we're gonna do some snacks here. Obviously, if you're watching audio, you're not gonna see it, but you can check it out on Instagram at IWEP Network, and you can see what we're eating and drinking.
Do you remember it was a Jim Carrey skit? I think it was on Living Color where he's like cinnamon. And he kept saying it over and over. That's what I mean when I smelled the inside of that box. I thought cinnamon.
They smell amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was this? What was the last cereal we
Is that
had?
yogurt?
And they were really good.
Yogurt,
Oh,
yeah.
I had the cinnamon Lucky Charms. No, vanilla Lucky Charms.
They were amazing.
And then
10.5.
it was cinnamon toast crunch, but like with the sugar cookie toast crunch. So I don't know. Does everyone want a full Pop-Tart or just want part of Pop-Tart?
I'll
or-
just take a bite. And then I'll go with that.
Same.
I'll eat a full.
We'll open a-
I'm starving.
Yeah.
So the cereal is well, I'll talk to the Pop-Tart. It's mermazing. Get it? Blue raspberry because there's mermaids on it. There's actually a narwhal on the one. I think that's what that thing's called. This little horn.
Narwhal.
And then there's
The unicorn whale?
yeah, that's a narwhal. And then there's is that from D&D or I don't know how I know that. But
No, it's real.
Really?
That is a legitimate
Wow.
animal.
Was real. Is not real anymore.
So I'm gonna eat a
Are
whole.
they extinct now too?
Narwhals?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they're still around yet.
I'm looking as soon as I'm done this delicious cereal.
These are good.
They're like squishy on the inside.
Yeah, there's brown sugar.
I think I'd like it more with milk,
Hey,
actually.
the cereal's very dry, in my opinion.
It'd be better with milk, and it isn't. He doesn't eat cereal with milk.
I hate milk. I
I
I
do not
don't like
blame
milk
you,
either.
I got the narwhal. Okay, I'm gonna eat the whole thing here. You guys can just pass that around. So here's a Pop-Tart if you want to take.
So I was gonna do this. I'll just.
Yep. Fine by me.
The cereal is delicious.
I never had a blue raspberry Pop-Tart before.
I don't know what ours was.
What, I'm missing. I got narwhal. Who should be a Pokemon? I bet there is a Pokemon narwhal.
We got King Trident here, Jason. Do you want me to split it with you? You don't wanna buy it?
There's
It's
like
good.
another one here.
It is good.
It is good.
It's candy,
Yeah.
but it's not super duper sweet. I don't think.
I'm gonna go like a quarter.
But I like it.
Listen, I Google, are narwhals real?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. One of the most commonly Googled questions, though, is, are narwhals unicorns?
Well, water unicorns.
Are unicorns in the Bible?
The unicorn of the sea, it says.
Well, there you go. I like them. These are good.
Yeah, I like it.
You want a bunch?
Not a bunch.
Like as much as that?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so it's frosted brown
Thank
sugar
you.
cinnamon
You can
Pop-Tart
get that.
cereal.
Well, you might not even get that much.
It works fine.
And their spiral tusk is 8.8 feet long. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
So what do we have here, Jason?
This is Missile Toad, not mistletoe. Missile Toad. It's a triple IPA, so
Triple.
it's 10.5% alcohol
Holy
by volume.
shit.
And it's by Evergreen. And the stuff I've had by Evergreen is really good. And it says, season greetings from a hop rocket of holiday happiness exploding with juiciness. This hazy IPA combines citrus notes with a soft piney finish. It's like a tropical vacation.
A lot of mistletoe
in the
beers.
middle of winter.
The aroma is...
It smells
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
I smell the triple.
2 friends checked it in but didn't score it.
It's got a little bit of a cat piss smell to it. Are you getting that?
Actually, I kind of get down with the cat piss smell.
yeah. It's
Not actual cat piss, but when I used to smoke pot, I like my pot to smell like cat piss. I like my beer to smell like cat piss.
when he used to.
When I used to.
Used to smoke
they
pot.
built that place in Pottsville now. They're not growing it yet, though.
331 check-ins of this beer.
Huh. Is that not a lot?
I like that
No,
smell.
not at
it's
all.
not a lot. Yeah.
Two of my friends checked it in and gave it no scores.
Bricks.
No idea why.
Bricks. The Pop-Tart is amazing. I like it.
I would drink that again.
Yeah, sorry I didn't get you
No,
more.
it's okay. That's right.
I actually seen
good.
that. I heard on the news tonight that they're making, it's probably going to become recreational legal pot in New Jersey very soon. I saw that.
I heard Pennsylvania's getting closer.
So when he
too.
said mistletoe,
I still won't be allowed to.
I thought it was like the actual toe, like TOE apostrophe D,
No.
but it's toad like the frog, so it's a frog riding missile.
You're thinking
that's pretty cool.
toad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So that's a 10 point what?
5.
That is so smooth.
It does not taste
It
like
doesn't
a 10.5.
have any like burny taste to it.
It has
Right.
no boozy taste.
Yeah.
So this says citrusy, aromatic, strong, fruity, and hoppy. And I agree with all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I like it.
10.5.
Does it say cool label? Because that's what I would put.
When I always think of like really strong, I'm not a beer drinker like you guys, but when I think like really strong stuff, I always think like that disgusting Weyerbacher or Blithering Idiot. Like that is not my shit, man. And it's like super strong.
I
You
know
drink
what you're
one, you're like,
saying, yeah.
whoa.
I am
I like
Blithering
Thomas
Idiot.
Jefferson's as far as like a strong beer that tastes decent. Thomas Jefferson's all right.
I like Mad Elf, but even Mad Elf has a
It's almost like a
really
wine.
kind
I
of
weird.
I had a really, 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 really bad night with Mad Elf one time,
Yeah.
and it's one of those beers where if I drink it, it takes. I'm like,
You know the one that I really, really want to try, that like world's strongest beer. It's called like Snake Bite or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's like
It's
60
like 67% or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, if you get it,
That's
we'll try it.
insane.
Yeah. Like, not to interrupt, but another beer that I had that's super, super boozy is the 120 minute from Dogfish Head.
Oh yeah,
That's a boozy beer.
I bought it in Vegas for $4 a bottle.
Yeah, I think when we had it, it was like close to $10 a bottle.
Wow.
Like I had it in Bloom.
They had it at Vegas and nobody would drink it. And the
really?
bartender was like, "I'm just trying to get rid of it."
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Go
No,
ahead.
it's okay. No, you're fine. I have a bottle aging of 120 minute. I bought maybe 4 years
I'm
ago.
sure it'll
Still
keep.
sitting on it.
Yeah.
Oh. But what the fuck was I gonna say? Shit.
Mad Elf is another one that like
take a sip?
we'll keep. You know,
Want to try a sip?
No,
try
probably not.
Andy. Try a fucking sip of that beer. It's
you what,
holiday.
It would
Just
smell.
try it.
It does.
God
Like
damn
I
it.
smelled a little bit. It does smell kind of like a litter box.
Just put it
Yeah, a
up to
little
your
bit.
lips.
but not real like you know, like when someone doesn't
Yeah.
clean the litter box and then but when you walk in the house and kind of smell it,
Faint
like,
odor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I kind of, for
know you
whatever
wanna
reason.
try
and
it.
that and pine tree.
Yeah.
That's definitely
that's,
it.
that's the hoppiness.
Ooh, bit you. It bit you. And you're like, it got you. Look at, there's a beer lover
That's
right there.
There is no juicy.
Does it smell or taste worse? Does it smell worse or taste worse?
It tastes worse.
It does.
So I'm gonna look at this can.
Like, honestly, what would you compare it to? What would you say it tastes like? You know what?
This could be my new favorite segment where we make Andy try something and then
And he hates it.
like
you fucking perverts. I told you, I said, my wife said it tastes like, IPAs taste like you're licking a penny. Not a penis, a penny. Okay?
like a real metal
Well,
taste.
yeah.
Like you drink out of a water fountain and you get that metal taste.
Unless she's saying something to you.
No, I'm saying, does it taste like
Saying-
you're licking
saying
a penny?
She's saying wash your
Because
dick.
if I say,
Okay.
does it taste like you're licking a penny, you're going to say, oh, did you say penis?
Citrus notes, no. Juiciness, no.
Penny notes.
Soft, no.
How about fruity?
Piney finish, yeah, I'll give it that.
Catfish?
Tropical vacation in the middle of winter, absolutely not. In fact, it probably tastes like licking a missile, toad riding a missile. I mean, it's awful.
And you know what? I love it, man. I love it.
It's like if you soaked a pine cone
That's what I like, man.
in,
You know?
in rubbing alcohol,
Well,
and then and maybe you put a little drop of lime in it.
do you really
This
get
is
that
the new
alcohol?
segment I
Like,
want. This is it.
rubbing?
Andy reviews a beer.
Well,
No,
to
Andy
make it like
hates beer.
to make
why I
it
want it.
to make it that Bernie.
I'll tell you what. The worst thing.
There was one he did like. It was
Oh.
one of the juicy ones we had. He liked.
Yeah.
Oh, that I forget what it was. The one that was.
You like the
pastry or
PBR
something.
coffee too?
Yeah, that.
Oh, the Hudson Valley one.
Yeah,
I still have
yeah.
cans of that left.
Maybe it's the triple. Like what's
It's stronger.
Triple the hops.
I just thought of a question for our segment.
now? How do they make it stronger?
add more hops.
Like how what like so?
Some
Let's say
aspects.
this beer
More hops. More hops.
Is that what hops equals booze?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
I just drink.
So what's this one? This one is
It's a Star Wars beer.
Moon of Vega.
no. This one's 8.7. So what do they have to do to get from 8.7 to 10?
Different ingredients, like different.
Like, isn't there like straight alcohol that they put in, or no?
Like the way that it goes, like
Ferments more.
ferments,
Fermentation
like
process.
with the yeast and all that, and it would have to eat so much the
Really?
sugars
Okay.
in the vat, and then that's how they get the.
Wow.
General,
I thought I thought they just had like, okay, let's get the alcohol and put the alcohol in now.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's
so
the
like when they
case.
brew it, like
doesn't
they
look
heat
like
it up, and then the sugars and the sugars are produced, and the yeast eat the sugars, and that's how
Oh, wow.
you get a little
How
bit
about
of that.
It's a science.
And there's
Did you
oh my
bring
god,
other,
yeah.
definitely
other snacks?
science.
Nope, just those two.
Okay.
So this is not a Star Wars. This is a Spaceballs
yeah,
beer.
yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the RV's on it.
Now,
That's
does
awesome.
anyone have anything else they want to show and tell? Or
Oh,
Thought you'd never ask.
Hey, surprise! Not me this time.
you guys might appreciate this. I brought my muscle collection.
Oh wow!
Oh,
wow.
I've had these since I was a kid.
I have the.
That's awesome.
I have
I
the
would have
PS2
brought
game.
mine. You should have told me.
I used to have all them too.
I got a fucking special
Kiko-
place in my
what's
heart
his
for
name?
them.
Ki-
Kineko man.
Kiko Man, yeah.
Yeah, they're rad. Like those guys.
Kinekomon
Do you remember
Saga, yeah.
when they brought that cartoon back in like the mid 2000s?
Didn't
Yeah.
work.
You
yeah.
can get up.
It was
get
okay.
some out if
Ultimate
you
Muscle.
want.
Ultimate Muscle was
I
called.
liked it.
So that game for GameCube is on the N64 games engines, but like it's weird because there's that night guy.
Yes.
So when you wrestle each
You can
other,
get
you go
'em
for
out.
suplex, you go into each other.
Don't
like,
be stealing any.
I have it.
All right, there's,
Chihuahua man.
Yeah.
I
and
have
Wally
my eyes
Tuskett.
on one guy here that looks very sketchy.
There's one guy named Dick Van Dick.
Yeah, Dick
He
Van
looks
Dyke.
like a clan member.
He
Well,
kinda
that
does.
is the clan member one.
He's a rock, but the way his
Yeah.
head's
Yes.
shaped.
There's one guy who just looks like a normal wrestler. That's the blonde haired guy.
One of my favorite ones.
Oh no, that's Kiku Man.
It's in there
Oh, wait, no,
somewhere.
that's-
It's a hand. It's just like a hand.
This looks like Bruno Sammartino,
Kineko man is he's a luchador.
and he has the thing.
He'd
yeah.
have a mohawk.
Yeah.
This guy has his whole. He has like someone shot him in the face.
Yeah, I remember
Let
him.
me see.
Yeah, but he has FU on his chest.
I'll pick him out in a
A
second.
BU.
BH.
I'll find the guy in a second.
They're awesome. I used to remember. I go to the.
You have the whole set.
There are
I mean,
so many of these.
Yeah.
That's like they're all the original ones. So like, there's none of the new ones.
Here's,
It's all the
here's
original
Son of
ones.
Kineko man. I found him.
In Fairlane Village Mall, there
one?
was McCrory's,
guy?
and it was a 5 and 10, and they had a
If
restaurant.
you see the hand
And I
guy,
would
he's
get
really
4
rad.
packs of these.
Oh yeah, that dude's
yeah,
rad,
there's the
too,
son.
yeah.
This guy's a screw job.
Nico.
He's a screw job.
Oh yeah, there's some really wacky ones in there.
I want to find Wally Tuskett. That'd be awesome if he was here. This guy's awesome. He's like a swamp thing.
That dude's cool. That has like all the hands too.
You
Like-
should.
Oh,
you
yeah,
should-
yeah,
yeah.
You should build your whole deck around these guys, and just like this is your
Oh, I remember that guy. He's like a.
Yeah, he's rad.
You should put them on
Vishnu.
homemade pedestals
Legend of
made
the-
out of like
Legends of the
Coke
Hidden
bottles.
Temple.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the hand guy. He's like one of my favorite. That dude right there.
I had the.
no,
Vishnu.
right there. You had your hand on. There you go.
I never
He's
even seen this
He's
guy.
probably like my favorite one. I think.
Oh,
How could he not be?
who's
He's
the
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's the big fat guy that looks like a
This guy.
yeah looks
yeah,
like a
that
peanut.
dude's like super rad.
It's like a fucking.
It's a hairy peanut.
I
There
never,
he is.
I never seen the hand.
Found him.
I wonder what a
There
whole
you go.
set of these would go for.
That's the
on
main
eBay.
character.
Do you know that Super 7 makes like Mega Man ones and
That's
Street
awesome.
Fighter ones?
Yeah,
and all?
Super
Yeah.
7 has some cool stuff. yeah.
Love
These are
them,
expensive to
seriously.
answer your question, Andy. These are
Really?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
remember I might still have some.
I
somewhere.
remember when I was a kid buying them, like when they came in the red garbage
Yeah,
pails,
yeah.
Yep.
like originally.
One like
Yep.
4 or 5 to a pack.
And then-
something like that.
Well, that was the blister packs later.
a
yes.
lot of these are like when they came out
That's
in
another-
the
that's an
sets
alt-
too.
Yeah.
you know,
For the
where they
main
were all
guy.
individually put. I used to have the wrestling ring too, but
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
That went.
Yeah.
I don't have the wrestling ring anymore.
Oh
It
my
escaped
god,
me.
Jason, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Thanks for brightening my night with that.
Oh, look at the pyramid.
Do you guys ever have
Silent Hill.
Do you guys ever have like or ever see like Stretch Armstrong like
wow, no.
die-cast models like where they actually have like the bodies where you can actually
So this is
fill
the main
stuff
character in the
up
sun right here, right?
with
We'll
like the
leave them
corn
out for
syrup and
photos.
all that, and they made molds out of them
Oh,
too.
cool.
They're
There's, like-
wild. They're heavy too. They're like
Isn't the night
a
guy
good
one of the bad
15,
guys?
20 pounds.
I remember he's
They're
in the cartoon.
wild.
He looks
in
like
Ultimate
Shredder.
Muscle. Yeah.
I think there was a factory around
I
PA too.
don't think there's one of the. I think they're all different. If there's doubles in there, there may be one or
Here's
two.
the Ultimate
I
Warrior.
didn't see any.
I
Just
don't
scanning
think there
through.
is any, yeah.
Look at
pretty
the look
impressive.
at the Christmas tree triangle one end.
Oh, yeah.
right there.
That guy's rad.
that's in the Ultimate Muscle video game. I had this guy. I always liked him. This Bucky
yeah,
guy.
he's pretty
that
awesome.
guy. Yeah,
He's kind of like an Aztec thing.
The hand is so rad though because
The
it's got
hand
like
is
the.
awesome.
It reminds me of the screaming hand from Santa Cruz. I guess
Yes.
that's why I'm a big
And this
fan
looks like
of that one.
Omac from DC, Ben.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Kaneko man, his like right hand man was Wally Tuskett, and he was a big dude. He was just a giant walrus. He was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
I was looking for him.
I remember.
I'm gonna bring that game. Oh, here's the super version.
When they
of
did
him.
newer ones, they were like different colored.
Yes.
Or something,
Yeah, I like how their skin.
Well, there's variants across the like the Greek
Shiki
ones
baby.
will be like
does
blue.
look Shiki
You know what I
baby.
mean?
Yeah.
I'm in a lot of groups for Muscle and Monsters in My
Oh, I
Pocket.
didn't know that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I follow that.
Do you
shit
remember
pretty
the little
seriously.
things that were like animals with armor?
Battle Beasts.
That'll be they were really cool. And they had a hologram.
Next week I will bring them.
Oh, I love-
I have.
No way.
It's not
I
that
had the
much.
skunk.
I got a bunch.
Now wait, there was. Well, he was mentioned. Are those exactly what those are? Because I think I have a whole bunch of those.
Battle
then, too.
Beasts?
Something
that guy
along
out
those
for
lines.
photos,
Yeah,
and he's-
because they used to have like they were like really fucking cool.
There's
looking.
3 different factions in Battle Beast. It's wood, air, or wood, water, and fire. And when you rub their chest, there's like a heat sensor, and when you rub it, the faction will show on the chest.
Yeah, like a Transformers hologram.
Andy, you can get down on the floor with them and play
Yeah,
with them
I'm
if
looking
you want.
to see like all the guys I had. And it's
Andy's like
crazy.
ready to bust them out on the floor.
It's who's this right here? Who's this lumpy guy?
This ball,
the guy has tires like all over him or something.
the Michelin Man.
That's awesome.
It's like Bandito's son, or what was that? No, Bandito.
There were some that were based off actual
Bite 'em.
Japanese wrestlers back in the day too. Oh, I like this guy who doesn't have a head.
We
Oh
gotta,
yeah, that's rad too.
now I want to do a muscle episode.
There you go.
There you go.
I should have saved it for
Ghosts
for an
and
episode. I
Goblins
didn't think about it.
Demon's Crest.
We could bring it back.
I was just like looking at
shit,
all the
yeah.
shit in my room, and I'm like, fuck it.
That's awesome.
Starman. Yeah,
I'm so glad you brought this.
yeah, I used to love getting these as a kid.
I still love it, but they're super expensive now. Like
Wow.
these are yours from when you were a child, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought all these when
Oh,
I was
he's
a kid.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I bought a couple lots a few years ago on eBay. It was like 2 10-man lots, and it was kind of pricey. Like it was more than I really wanted to pay, so I never got back into it.
non-
Really.
Well, look, I'm going to be
And
checking all your
Vishnu.
pockets when I leave. Here,
Understood.
So, you know.
I totally understand.
No, I'm just kidding.
Totally understand.
These are cool. Wow, there's so many I don't even remember. Like
That's
that
fucking
guy.
wild, man.
I had this dude.
What happened to him?
I don't. I might still have some at my mom's house. His head's on a ball.
You know what else I had too? I had like the original Mad Balls that came out.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I actually sold them probably about 2 years ago because they were pretty expensive too. But the one I kept was there's one that they actually like changed its name because his name is Crackhead, and it says like right on the bottom Crackhead.
That's
And
it, Bob.
They
Nope.
changed his
The
name.
announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
announcer.
that's so rad.
that is so awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
Like,
forgot.
Put the announcer in that
Yeah,
photo.
Here's the announcer. Put him in between Warrior and Shiki Baby.
Hold on.
Oh, here's a frog guy who looks like a Ninja Turtle wearing a jetpack.
Yo, the show totally turned sideways, Tony. We're
My God.
Apologies to anybody
wish I would've
watching
kept
now.
it for an episode. I'm sorry, man.
This guy is a can of spray paint.
Oh, that's cool too. Yeah, I haven't really looked at them for a long
can't.
time.
This is incredible.
Yeah, these
Kind
are
of
awesome.
had them. You
I
know.
like to
There's a couple variants though. Like there's a couple Kineko
Yes,
Man and
he'll definitely have variants.
that Vishnu
Do
guy.
they all have names?
Yes,
They do.
That's, yeah, it's even the
yeah.
crazier part.
Because there was an anime first.
Yes. A manga first.
They don't
Yep.
have names on their bodies anymore.
No,
not like
you would
that.
have to go and find a list, which is not hard. They're out there.
And that ultimate.
I
Muscle
wonder how
Man.
many like different ones there are, like of the original ones.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's kind of a cool thing that you have all the,
He's a
you
beat
keep
for a
some
head.
of this shit, you know what I mean? Because like I was talking to Andy one like
That looks like a
a day
this
this week, and I said to him about, you know, it's really
They're awesome.
surprising like you keep like all your old stuff and then like your old like video games and all that, and it's really cool seeing like that you take care of your, you know,
I've
take care of
always
it or
really
whatever.
taken care of my stuff. And
Same.
It's
It's
funny
just-
too.
wow.
Like I was
Like-
up in my parents' attics, and like I had sticker books up there with garbage pail kits.
Oh,
and
they're the
stuff,
best.
You know,
Awesome.
like it was pretty cool.
I like Ultimate Warrior here.
But like looking at like the
cool.
old like the Super Nintendo games, I'm like, holy shit, these games were like 30 some years old. How the hell are they looking this awesome? You know what I
Yeah.
mean, it's just really
Can I have the
surreal
lid then?
when you're getting older.
Or if you guys are done.
Yeah, I'm done playing. I'll keep looking.
Yeah, sorry, this and
Yeah.
shit sideways.
Oh, leave it there.
They're awesome.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
It's in
I don't care if the viewers didn't like that.
in its Utz
Yeah, look-
pretzel
look-
container.
yeah.
That's a good container for them too.
Yeah, it is. I used to have one that was dog bones. And
I
put
mean,
my
I just
toys in it.
seriously, it was like sitting in my cabinet. It just sits in there like that.
That's cool.
It
Oh, look at
showcases
that
a
guy
whole
with
lot.
he's like a naga. That's pretty cool.
Well, you never
and he's
know what,
fucking tickled pink.
Yeah.
what I might bring. You know, I
There's
guess.
Kineko Man again.
It's probably the one and only hit I'll have with you guys, but you know, I'll try.
No, that was pretty cool. I like them. That was pretty cool.
And then there was knockoff ones. Remember, they were like squishy,
Yes.
and they were like a little bit more.
like the GoBots.
Yeah, but they were a little bit more light skin colored, I guess you could say.
Oh, you hammered that.
Yeah, no one. They're like, hey, whatever. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you can eat the
I
whole.
just want, like,
eat,
a piece.
Eat the whole thing, Ben. I don't want.
it is pretty tasty.
I have another one.
Did
Blue raspberry. That's a good. No.
Well, that was good. I don't want any more.
Okay.
I'm good.
That is a pretty tasty Pop-Tart, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
liked it better than the cereal. Cereal was just a bit dry for me.
Yeah, but cereal is good. So while you take pictures there, I was reading a book called Marauders. And I don't know if I talked about it, where Kitty Pryde is slowly becoming a drunk pirate.
What?
Yeah. So the X-Men have their own island, right? It's called,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, what is it called? Krakoa. It's a mutant who's actually an island. It's like a living island, and they all live there now to have their own world, so they're separate from all the humans. And they invented a drug that can heal humans of all their sicknesses and make them de-age and stuff. So they sell that to like get currency for the island, but they can take portals to the island that Krakoa can make, but you can't take anything with you.
Yeah.
So for some reason, Shadowcat can walk through anything. That's Kitty Pryde, but she can't walk through the portals. So it starts her downward spiral of getting drunk.
Thank you.
Yep.
And she is Emma Frost hires her to take the drugs all around to the world, and so it's pretty cool. And she's a drunk. It's really good. It's the best X-Men comic right now.
You know, like what I was watching today, because again, I get on these rabbit holes on YouTube. I was watching about when that guy, who was the guy in wrestling that was like, he had a really, well, there's a lot of them that had really bad drinking problems, but the guy who was
Jake
like,
the Snake?
No, he was like the greaser guy, like, he had like,
Deuce and Domino?
shit, man, like, I can't think of what his name was.
But describe what he looks like.
He has like a 5 o'clock shadow. He has
Scott Hall. Yeah, Razor Ramon.
yeah, Razor Ramon. Yeah, I was watching about like when he had. It was really good, man. I was watching about like
Name that wrestler in one.
Yeah, he had like the drinking problem,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they like actually worked it into the show.
Yeah, Last Call Scott Hall.
Where he was like, he was actually drunk like on the show,
and
like,
he keyed a limo out backstage and really got suspended.
It was like he had like a drinking problem, and they worked the drinking problem.
If he didn't have a
the actual
if
show,
he didn't have a
which
drinking
is
problem, he
fucking
could have
nuts.
been one of the best wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, he would have been world champion.
You know, I actually really, I don't know a whole lot about wrestling, but I do find it very fascinating. Like, stuff like that is
like
very.
the people
yeah,
around
it's
him were
very
like, "This is
entertaining,
hilarious.
you know?
Let's make it a story," instead of helping him.
Yeah, but back then, you know.
And I watched that other one where some guy, was it Jeff Hardy?
Hardy.
Yeah, he
where
has a drinking problem. So
yeah, I saw.
Hardy.
Well, I think that's how I got down
okay.
that rabbit hole, like where he fought Sting and he like scratched him and his
and then
neck was bleeding and shit.
He just Sting just grabs him and gives him a move and pins him real quick and holds him.
Right.
And then someone's like, "Boo, that sucks." And then the crowd says something. Sting goes, "I agree."
Right, he was
That's
walking out.
bullshit.
And he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "I agree."
I agree.
Yeah.
These are chanting bullshit.
I mean, you know, that shit is really interesting.
Yeah, he showed
you know
up
what I mean?
hammered for that show.
Yeah,
Jeff Hardy.
amazing.
Oh, man.
That was probably his lowest point, and it's just like you can just tell, and he's like, "Woo." He's like
So this
gonna
is
throw a shirt to the
Moon
crowd.
of Vega by Equilibrium. This has been
And
checked
Jay
in.
Wakefield is a collaboration that they did.
Okay, so it's an 8.7.
You want to smell that one?
Okay, let me smell from reference.
It's
got a
been
cat.
checked in one time by a friend.
Smell from that.
Ben Klein actually checked it in. He gave it a 4.25.
I think-
Been checked in 2,162 times, and it averages a 4.24. I'm right around there. I'd give it a 4.
I think this one smells stronger. The mistletoe
I
smells
like
stronger
that.
than Moon of Vega.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I give it a 4.
I wish I could drink more, but that lactose just rips the ass
Really?
out of me.
All right, so let's get into. We're getting a little long here. So
They
let's-
have the comb from
What?
Yeah,
Last
down
week
shit.
you were complaining we were fucking too short.
I know.
This week he's complaining we're too long.
I don't know how many questions you have lined up.
I got lots of questions.
I got a good question.
I think I like this can more.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I know we have, like, Tony has his, like, he wanted to do the interviews with everyday people, like a project. What do you
If
guys
you
have, like,
bring
any?
up this stupid fucking
No,
project,
no, I'm serious. No, I'm being serious
Do
about
a JoJo's
this.
Bizarre. Where's
No,
that fucking
no.
button? Hit that button.
he hasn't earned it yet, but
No.
it's coming.
So
Last week he earned it like 20 times. This
has
week I haven't
anybody
heard it
here
once.
actually had like a secret project, or just like a project that they were just doing
Who
something?
told you about my pornography career? Where's this going?
I think what Ben is trying to word is there anything that you really want to do in life, something that you haven't that you want
Or
to.
like, have you written a story, or like wanted to develop something like a game, or like just a story in general? Like, besides this?
No, I mean this has pretty much been it for me, and I went for it and did it. I mean, if someone has something different,
You know what? I my dream is to own my own comic book store. That's what I really want to do.
Yeah?
Yeah. I want to have it right off 61, call it Area 61.
nice.
That's my
If I ever hit the lottery, I always said if I hit the lottery, I would open small businesses
Yeah.
around the area, and one of them would be like a comic book store, video game store.
I mean, the guy's in Skooglehaven, but he's more games. I'd be more old comics
and I would
stuff.
hire like
people that were into whatever that
100%,
is. Like
yeah,
like a sports shop memorabilia, you get someone that's really into that.
yeah, 100%.
That's my dream.
It would be like comic books, wrestling. I would be like nerdy stuff.
Yeah,
it'd be like,
yeah.
It would be like the not cool in high school fucking comic book store.
Yeah. So that's mine. Area 61,
Comic book store.
baby.
Yeah. What about you?
My own music podcast.
Oh, okay.
pretty
Like
cool.
reviewing stuff?
That would be a part of it. Here's the thing. Since I was a child, I have wanted to be and I'm talking young, like 7, 8. I wanted to be a DJ, or what I thought a DJ was. Now, obviously, as the times
Do you
changed,
want a weekly show, a monthly show?
Hold on, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. As times changed, obviously, that's not really a reality anymore. And there was like, as I got older, I thought the degree was kind of bullshit for the job. Like, and T102, my exposure to that, really, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, as far as a radio station goes. So, now, fast forward to today, where, like, kind of anybody can do it if you want to. You just need a little bit of startup. I want to do... I probably shouldn't have said their name. I want to do what the local radio station is not doing. I want to fill in the blanks. Because you had that campaign where everyone was pushing to get Crowbot on the radio.
Yeah.
Why is that not a fucking thing? Like, why does it take people being like, fucking play Crowbot for you to showcase your local artist?
Because here's a problem.
And even
Well, it's
local,
corporate.
I think
Is
you
the
do,
answer.
too.
This is I don't know if it's so much corporate. I just think, listen, and I could be completely wrong. And if someone from T102 ever listens, they're more than welcome to challenge me on this. But I don't see them in the community.
That's the thing.
The only places I see T102 is when they're getting paid to be there.
Yeah,
Right.
they exist,
Absolutely.
but they don't.
Car dealerships on Saturdays.
Yeah,
like
they don't help. They just exist.
Well, there's a whole thing.
Here's my thing. I'm not at that point yet, but I would like to get to a point where people are like, yo, there's the guy who helps book shows. Like, that's the guy I need to talk to. And I walk into a bar or I come see your band, and people are like, oh, cool, he's the guy that actually gives a shit about what we're doing here.
Right.
Like, if someone from T102 should have a thing where, like, hey, we're doing like an artist showcase, and if they come in to see and they walk into your bar on a weekend and you see a T102 shirt, you're like, oh shit, we might be able to be on the showcase. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have that presence. Like, they don't walk down the street and go to Farlow's and grab lunch for the day and then come back to the radio station and be like, you know what? Just had a ham and turkey sandwich, or a turkey sandwich from Farlow's. That's amazing, because they want money for it.
Yeah.
Like, no one just goes out and
greedy.
put
Shysters.
stuff over. It annoys the hell out of me.
What's that 97.9 or what's
What used to be the Bear and then the X?
97.9 does do local.
they do that locals only.
Yep.
Which actually, like, I have a friend. His name's Patrick Motto. He's actually on there right now with his music, and it's doing really good. So,
awesome.
If anyone's on YouTube, check out Patrick Motto, man. I mean, it's
Crowbot is
pretty
being
good.
played on a regular basis on Octane on Sirius satellite radio,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
their local radio station isn't playing them.
Because T102 has their
Yeah, but
certain genres of music they like,
Well, here's the thing, right?
and they deem everything else not popular and not cool. So
it's
they play it.
top 40 or it's 90s top 40, and that's it. But the thing is, too, who's listening to T102?
Yeah.
It's being played at workplaces, in backgrounds at the local jewelry store. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
then they're paid. They're all in each other's pocket. I'm not, like, knocking it either. I'm not jealous either. Let me be clear. So to answer the question, I want to... my dream would be to follow my childhood dream, being a DJ, but not on T102, to fill in the gap that I feel they should be doing and kind of do it myself. Live remotes, in-studio performances, and then also I would like to showcase like some of my favorite albums. I really liked, I said on the last episode, Weezer Pinkerton's a very important album to me.
I'm going to see Weezer live.
You said. I Googled
so
Weezer
sad.
Pinkerton looking for a podcast to listen to just dudes shoot the
thoughts
shit
on
on
it?
it.
Yeah.
And they're like, second song, they're like, this song fucking sucks. And I was like, why did you decide to do a podcast on an album that you're going to shit on half the album?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So that's my dream.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's
You're
my
kind of
dream.
giving it a little bit of redemption.
You can.
I'd like to.
You can legit do that, because with apps like TuneIn, you don't problem with TuneIn is people have to pay a subscription to even log into TuneIn to listen to it. But you can get like iHeartRadio and like have your own RSS feed and go live on your computer and play your music and talk, and it'll go on like iHeartRadio and stuff like that.
Well, I don't have to play my own music. I think that would be ultimate, but I understand where we're at today. Anybody could just listen to anything with their iTunes monthly subscription. Like there's no point in that really.
Yep.
So I would just kind of deliver the content.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, sure, I would own an FM station, but how long are those going to be around for?
Yeah. Because I mean,
really,
satellite, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially when you can do it in your basement.
If you want to do like a bi-weekly or once a month off of just music, we can work something out.
Cause that'd be pretty cool. Like do like a show, like maybe even like once a week, and you know you play music, like get like how we have the idea. Well, you had the idea of having people add on to the Spotify lists and add on for the radio, and then you have your content be like, oh hey, this is Stevie K. I don't know what the fuck your DJ name would be. I don't know, but you put something like original content. Be like, we have so and so here that's trying to break into the area, and I like for everyone to hear this because I feel like hey, they might be the next big thing. You should definitely support their music. Go from there. That'd be a pretty cool thing to do.
I would just hope that it would be more than the problem is getting out like, because obviously I'm friends with like a lot of local musicians.
I just booked like 4 more band interviews for interviews.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm friends with a lot of local artists.
I just sat down with Tyler
of
Troutman from Tradition Oakland.
Nice.
Yeah. What would your project be?
What's that?
What would your project be?
What's the question again?
So like we have our own like projects. Like Tony has the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Steve wants to do his own like DJing.
It's
kind of like your personal project that you would love to do to see kind of take off.
That I'm capable of doing,
that
or
you're capable of
either.
doing, or secretly working on, but you kind of want to reveal it to
like
to us. You know what I mean?
You want to reveal it like in a question form on a podcast. I think that's what Ben's getting at here.
My one question is so easy. You just be like, that's a good question. I think it's this.
I don't really have any like secret projects or anything I'm working on, but if I could, man, I don't know. I think I'd like to open like a barcade or something. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I like retro video games. I like beer, so
Put it all together.
yeah, and I mean, it seems successful some places, but you gotta have the right area and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
That'd be like a cool project. That
I think
could
honestly,
probably do if I wanted.
I think
to.
a barcade would do awesome in Pottsville.
Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't put it downtown
Put your money
just
together.
to avoid low life, though. Because you don't want low lifes coming and breaking the machines.
But what I would do is before you even walk in the door, you pay by the hour to be in there.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, most places.
Well,
are.
there's a cool place called Timeline Arcade, and it's in Hanover, I want to say.
Oh yeah.
And it's really cool. You can go, and it's BYOB. So it's cool. You can go play like driving games, and like I literally was there with like a 40 of Old English, playing like fucking Cruising USA,
awesome.
with a 40 in one hand and my steering wheel in the other hand.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's like you go and you pay. Actually, that's where I met Richard Christie from the Stern
really?
Show. He was. They had him there. As like
Hey,
a guest
this
in
game
the
is my favorite.
Yeah,
Oh, my favorite game.
But it was
I
cool,
have a
yeah.
diaper on, so I don't have to go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna drink all the pumpkin beers and
Yeah.
I
It's
think
my
he did have
piss my
pumpkin beer there.
and piss my
I actually
pants.
played pinball with him. That's
Wow,
really
that's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, we played
pretty cool.
pinball. Yeah, but yeah, it was cool. You
You
go
want me
and
to touch
you
your
pay for
dick,
the hour.
Jason?
Yeah, well, you played What's in Sal's Pouch this week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to listen to that. And then
Cocky
the
Okie.
Jeopardy was on today, or what was it called?
The Hollywood.
yeah,
Squares.
Hollywood Squares. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll listen to it.
Cool. All right, Ben. So, what's your secret project you want to announce to us right now?
He's running for mayor.
Yeah, I'm running for mayor. No, Mike Hager, no. No, I've been working on a graphic novel that I've been doing like a 3-parter. Like it's like the saga, the trials, and the destiny of a character that I made up. It was like a joking. I forgot to tell Andy, but I told Andy a little bit about.
That told me a lot about it. It's out there.
But
I'll just let him talk.
the originally. Oh, come on.
He didn't say
Okay,
anything.
It's his dream.
Oh, go ahead. I'm joking.
But anyhow, it was all based off of one kid that we kind of made fun of, and it was the drunken epicness of Frankenmiller, and the whole thing was he was like a Frankenstein character. He was like an oddball friend of ours that I knew from college, and basically
you should have never said name because if it gets popular, now you owe money.
Well,
His real name isn't Frank and Miller, is it? Or is it Frank Miller? Like
No.
that's in Daredevil.
which one? But no. But his superpower would have been like if he drank like certain beers, he would get that superpower. And it was like an inside joke.
He gets the Moon of Vega power.
Like, and then he like drinks Zima and then he turns gay.
Oh God! Oh boy! Might want to update that for 2020 then.
But no,
That might be
but it was
plug
kind of
your
like
ears.
this side. It was like a side project, like inside joke thing. But then it was like then I kind
If he drinks Colt 45, he turns whoa, 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 whoa.
Easy, man. Easy.
Oh no, it wouldn't be like that.
You know, they don't mean it.
What happens if he drinks a Corona?
Yeah.
He said he gets a little light the loafers.
No,
Oh, I
it'd be
see.
more. Well, it was just like an
That
inside
was
joke.
Zima. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was like the inside joke. It was a whole like story that we kind of like
He
blew
drinks
out of proportion.
Budweiser. Turns
Are you
into
drawing
redneck.
this?
No. But well, he had a buddy of his. It was J.R.R. Cholkin. Yeah,
It gets better.
and basically it's like talking about him and like their different experiences and all. I know.
Like Ben reveals a secret and you guys shit all over it.
No, it's a cool idea. It's
But it'd just be like stuff
It's campy.
that like it's just
Yeah.
like based on stuff that I kind of went through and like
is it
it's
is it
kinda
you or
like-
is it your friend?
a friend.
Okay.
A friend, but like
A friend named Ben.
Because I've seen you get superpowers when you drink certain alcohols.
no. But
Have you ever seen him drink Zima?
Yes. Yeah.
But,
At trivia one night.
Did he
But
put Skittles in it?
No, he didn't. No.
Because that's the thing I heard.
But anyhow, it was just like it was kind of like doing like the influences of like different like pop culture stuff and
Yeah.
all that too, and just like different.
How
storylines
far
and
of
all.
it, how much have you written?
That's what I was going to ask.
Okay, the first part has 200 pages.
Holy shit.
The second one has about like 50 or 60, and the third has about like 20.
Is it finished?
No.
So
I kind
you're
of like
write-
I took a huge break.
You're
from
writing
it.
the third before you finish the second?
Well, whatever ideas come up and like because basically I used a lot of influences from like different music, like the Fall of Troy, the Mars Volta, like just different like like even like some Dillinger Escape Plan with like
So
this machine.
this is all
like,
based on a kid you went to college with, but then also
It used to be, but it's a whole
It evolved.
like. It evolved based on like experiences that I kind of went through.
What would you call it?
What would I call it?
Yeah.
It would be.
Well, like The Walking Dead. Like that's its name.
Well, it's just like I said.
Does it have
was
a title?
trilogy. It's a
Yeah, it doesn't have a-
trilogy. It would be like it's like the J.R.R. Cholkin trilogy, and it'd be the saga of J.R.R. Cholkin,
I love when he starts wheezing.
the trials of J.R.R. Cholkin,
Okay.
and then
And
the
what's-
destiny of J.R.R. Cholkin.
Is that his name?
but it
JR?
doesn't have
Yeah.
a name like it's not like X-Men or
No,
it's
it's
Widespread Justice League.
It's just more along the
Booze
like,
Boy.
just like,
Castlevania.
it's just like something like that. It just kind of.
What does this character look like?
That's
A
good
red
question.
demon with one horn. A red demon with like one horn.
So
like-
he's not even a human.
Well, you kind of get into the whole. I got into the whole thing where his dad's a full demon, and he marries a demon hunter, and so it's more along the lines of
The demon hunter is
half he's half demon, so because he has because there's a lot of elements.
So the
going
mother's
on.
really like an angel. She's really nice, and the
a
dad's
human, just really a human,
and the dad's a prick.
you could say that.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically,
I'm reading
like,
between the lines here, man.
yeah, I know. But point being though, like it's just something that like just building up an influence and like in a way like Andy like listening to it, I kind of got a little excited over it. I'm not gonna lie. No, I didn't have a chub, Jason. Sorry, man.
Ben, I 100%
anything.
support you, and
No,
if
I'll
you
read
ever
it.
release it, I would love to get the first copy.
Because
I love it.
First printing.
Who's gonna draw?
Well, I tried my hand at it. I'm like, okay, but I'm not like fucking Jack Kirby or
Very few
like
are.
like or Steranko or like anyone like because like I'm just like influenced by a whole lot of different things that kind of like blend everything in. And
I think you're on a good track. I just think maybe right now your focal point is here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
if
know.
you dial the focal point in, I think you're onto something.
I definitely know, but I'm just like saying,
I think you're trying to pull too much from different
Yeah.
He
I'm not gonna
needs
lie.
a course path.
Yeah. So like over the break that I have, basically I'm gonna try and really work it out. I'm actually gonna work on it for this year.
Cool.
And actually do like small chapters here and there. Hopefully I can really get a game plan going and actually work on stuff.
It's gonna be a long one.
With all that being said, I would like to tell you, something I'd really like to see with that is a separate cliff note to the soundtrack that goes with it as it goes. I'd like to see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just throwing that out there for the little bit that you gave me. Like,
do you want me to tell you I'll tell you one chapter. I can really rattle it off right in my head.
Okay.
So there's these things called.
We're pushing
Okay,
it.
I'm going to be really quick. Troubles of Life, basically there's a one called Pain, and he's kind of fashioned off of like a Native American with like bad blood, like tomahawks, mohawk, you know. Basically his power is he hits you and you glow orange, and if he hits you again, it amplifies the pain. And one of the
Does it hurt the first time?
It hurts the first time, but it amplifies.
Then it really hurts the
normal,
second time.
Like it goes like it multiplies. It literally multiplies. So he could be anyone could be crippled by it. And then he dead.
What
done.
is your hero's weakness?
Well, he builds up and then gets broken down by like it's kind of more like classic Dragon Ball, where it's like you build up for that character, you get beat, and then you go up, you know,
build up again.
Yeah, you kind of like you're getting torn down and built back up again. And one of the transformations that I have in one of them is a character called Madness, and it's kind of like a back recess of the main character, where it's like a I don't give a fuck character, and so he fights pain, and there's like this dialogue going on and kind of like really throws psychological heat at Madness.
so what's the music?
Dillinger Escape Plan's Baby's First Coffin.
Awesome.
And it's
Baby's
the
First
part
Coffin?
That's awesome.
And basically it turns out to be like
An orgy.
a real wild
Maybe.
fucking battle, and like he ends up getting the bad blood axes and starts nailing him in the back, like kind of doing like what do they call them? They break by Dillinger Escape Plan, so that's like a real it would be like a real violent battle, and then eventually he like absorbs the power, like a power of like the 8 Troubles of Life, and it would be the bad blood axes. So,
Nice.
and he just grows and it builds up to like a near end thing where there's other stuff that happens.
I wish you the best luck with that. I want to see it. I want to see it.
All right.
That's it.
What's your
my
next?
thing.
What's your next question?
My next question is, or it's my first question.
What's your first
All right.
question?
If you could be good at something, like one
Sex.
thing that you're not good at.
Sex.
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry for Heidi.
I used to be good, then my body fell apart.
Yes. So the question, if you could be good at one thing that you're not good at, what would it be?
Something musical. I wish I could sing.
I wish I could play guitar like a really solo, like like Zach Wilde.
Guitar
That'd
or
be awesome.
sing. I wish I was musical.
That'd be my pick. Playing
So
guitar.
which
like
one, sing or guitar?
I'd like to sing.
Okay. So you wish you were a good singer. You
Yeah.
wish you were a good guitar player.
Yeah, I wish I could solo.
Ben?
Kind of having more of like a technical background, like electronics and like mechanical.
Okay.
That like be an expert at that, like
Like
kinda
an
learn how to,
engineer?
like repair shit. I mean, I
Okay.
could kind of get to there, but I really have 31 and kind of like fucking starting from scratch and trying to build back up again, like with all that practice.
How about you?
I
I don't know.
Oh, man. Come on. There's so many things. I mean,
I play any instrument that I pick up. Like, I don't, and that's what I'm into. I'm into music.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't.
do you wish you were better at it?
I wish that I had the fucking focus to really follow through on something and not just be half-assed at everything.
Okay, there you go.
That's all.
That's been my bugaboo for almost my entire. I start something and then I get sidetracked on something
Okay,
else.
yeah.
This for me is like I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I think because I put so much money into it, I'm like, no,
You have to.
I have to.
You have something floating over your head about it.
Yeah. I wish I could draw, man, because
Oh, yeah,
I have
that's
so
a-
many.
I can cartoon.
I'm
I
like
can't do
such
realism.
an admirer of like art, and I have so many like ideas in my head that I can't
Translate
put
to paper.
on the paper. And like it's funny because like I told my friend Josh, he's like super good drawer, and it was like funny because I was telling him about the one time that I was like at this. It was like this. It's hard to remember because it was a while ago, but I was like at this meet like. I didn't even know it was like a I don't know, like a wing contest or something. It had to do with like a lot of like smoked meat and stuff like that. I don't know, but it was really weird. Like I was
Festival
there, and like this little kid came up to this guy, and he was like, he was like an Amish kid. And he had like this plate or whatever, and the guy's like, "What do you got there, son?" And he's like, "I don't know, sausages, of course." And he actually got like a fork out of his pocket protector, dipped it in the little wiener schnitzels, and like ate it. And like I was telling my friend about this, and he like drew this little cartoon of it, and it made me so happy to see it.
That's awesome.
I just like stuff like that's where my fucking mind. It's like all like I see this stuff, you know. Like it was so funny. Like the one time I was like when I lived in Southern PA, I was like walking, and there's fucking this fire truck like blazing down the street, and on the corner it like stopped, and this black guy got onto it like like he was getting on a bus or whatever, and then a fucking fire truck just pulled off. And like I don't like, to me, like
he probably was a firefighter.
Yeah, and the fact that he was black didn't mean anything to do with it. Obviously, Santa.
He just wasn't wearing fireman clothes.
But yeah, he wasn't, and it was just
his
like
gear was on the truck.
Dude. But like.
Put that on a
the
cartoon.
shit that's in my head,
Yeah.
you know, like if I could just put that somewhere, like even as stupid as that shit sounds, like
that would probably be my second pick.
just like
Be able to draw like comic book
I'd
style.
love to be able to draw, man. I'm such an admirer of art, and I can't fucking draw a stick figure the same.
I'll tell you what. There's two sites that I follow. There's Extra Fabulous Comics, and then there's another Mr. Lovestein or whatever.
Did you drink
like,
a lot of Zima?
No,
It sounded like it. Little Light and the Loafers.
but he does like a lot of like 4-panel comics. Like they're like. They're not the best quality, but like the jokes, they're pretty good.
I just
you know what
see,
I mean?
like,
you do something like that along those lines.
Cyanide Happiness.
It's like you,
that too,
playing an instrument, or my friend with art. It just comes natural to him. You know what I mean? He has that artistic ability, and I'm sure it's hard for him to do some of the stuff that he does. But dude, it's like for me, it's too late. You know, you know what I mean?
Well,
like, you know,
I don't know if it is, man.
I don't know, man.
It would just take a tremendous amount of time.
I mean, like
A 10,000 hour rule.
yeah,
Right.
So, but anyways, yeah. So
Eventually, I'll be a good interviewer. I'm getting there. I think I did 10,000 hours of interviews. Yeah, like going back to like what Ben was saying before, like with the podcast, like with this, like my end goal, my dream would be like us having our own building, like a studio spot where I can have like.
what's this have to do with my question?
I'm saying it's kind of a mixture between.
You already said fucking singer.
It's a mixture between both of but like
Don't
I would
be Ben and it's have like multiple answers.
No, I'm saying I would like to.
Where's that? Hit that button on you.
Finally, not me for once.
I would like to have a building that, unlike everyone has like
that's
their own
cool,
their own
man.
workspace, and like
I got you.
you guys don't have to go to work. You would come there, and
I mean, it's nice to be
That would not
successful
be-
in stuff that you really like are passionate
Yeah.
about. You know?
Yeah.
So I get it, man.
Makes it fun.
Yeah.
yeah,
As always, though, do it because you love it first.
yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
It'd just be cool as fuck for me to like wake up in the morning, go to work, and like all my buddies work there too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
We're, like,
yeah, sure.
We're just like creating stuff. Like,
Yes.
like I don't know if you ever watch like Barstool Sports. Do you ever-
I'm familiar with
they
the
have
site,
it's just
right?
like a bunch of people that for the most part get along, and they have their own office building, and they like, and there's like 5 different podcast studios without the building, and like Steve's like, oh, I'm gonna go over and work on my music one quick, and then he goes in a room, and then like this sound engineer's like, are you ready? And they just do a podcast, and then like he leaves the one studio, and the guy walks into another one, and he's doing another podcast with his buddy, and like they're just creating all this content for this one network channel, and like they're there working on the computers, like, oh cool, like I'm doing research for the wrestling show, or they have
That's
a giant
awesome.
they have a giant
Yeah.
TV sitting area, and everyone's watching like sports because
Awesome.
yeah, it's just like I would love that. Where like
It's like hanging out all day.
The Fantasy
I'm
Factory.
paid for it.
yeah, it would be like a giant fantasy
Yeah.
fact, but like except like a cubicle, it'd be like little stations. Like, oh, over here is where the PlayStation's hooked up, and people over there playing it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm doing research because I'm
Right.
I'm reviewing a game that I'm going to put on the website.
I would love to be able to. Like, that's my job.
That would
Review
be
game.
wild.
I
Yeah.
can't work.
That
and-
would be
and
my-
do that on the
that's
side
like my
'cause I don't
dream.
have time.
Yeah, that would be my dream. Like that's what you do for a living. Is like you would you wake up and you're like, I gotta go to work and I'm gonna watch Monday. I have to catch up on Monday Night Raw, watch it, take some notes, and get ready for the show.
Yeah.
Like, and then like you're getting paid to fucking do everything you already enjoy doing.
And have all the sponsorships and all that.
Yeah, it'd be
too.
a blast. That's what I want.
That'd be amazing.
Big network. And then like someone's like, oh, I'd love to, like how you're saying, I'd love to do a podcast. Like obviously I can't do as much here because you'd have to come to me all the time. But like we have a centralized building and just be like, oh, I'm gonna go work on my thing, and then you go in there and do your thing, and then you know what I mean? But I would have people who were obviously they would take the files and edit them and cross because there's someone.
You'd have a team,
exactly
like Howard.
Yeah. I think that'd be a blast. That'd be so much fun.
Hey, not bad for your first Ben answer, by the way. I approve. I gotta burn you a little bit.
What's your next question?
What? He's like some of these guys ask questions.
I thought
Why-
you said you were bringing a bunch.
I have questions.
All
but I
right,
want to give everyone
let
else
Jason
a fair
let
turn.
Jason cool off a little
Yeah,
bit.
jeez, man.
Man, he's like
Simmer.
a one and done.
I don't have any
one
questions
in the
this week.
chamber.
I don't have any questions.
Oh,
this
really?
week.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you're real
all right.
Ben, it seems
for
like
your
Ben
own
has one.
podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, simple one. Guiltiest pleasure that you ever had.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Like, okay,
Example.
I'll tell you
Movie?
one. I'll tell
Music?
anything like if somebody's
Keep it
like,
quick.
oh man, I can't believe you did that. You watched that, or like, and you're like,
Okay.
I just like it
Like-
because
like-
I just like
Like,
it.
if, let's say you
And-
like that stupid Notebook movie.
Yeah.
You could say that.
yeah, like
Which that movie was
I know.
I'll
called.
say for
Yeah.
example, one of my guiltiest pleasures is watching Sailor Moon.
Oh, I love Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Sailor
I don't
Moon's
care.
good.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
that was like a guilty pleasure, like way back when I was younger
I like
too.
pop
So
music.
I'm with you.
I love pop music.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
I love
Well,
pop music.
it's not for everybody, but
I love it.
I hate
I
it.
love it,
love
man.
it.
I love it.
good pop,
Love it.
good pop.
Yeah. Let's put some Backstreet Boys on
Yeah.
in sync. I'll listen to
Yeah,
it. I
I
know all
get
the
it.
words.
What about you, Andy?
I'm trying to think. There's nothing I'm embarrassed of that I watch.
that's kind of my situation. I did think of one thing, but I'm not embarrassed. I'll
like
totally
Sailor
spill
Moon,
it.
I'm not embarrassed. I'll tell anybody that.
No.
Yeah.
I love
I'll play
Sailor
Pokemon.
Moon.
I don't care.
The only thing I don't want to side.
I don't know.
sidetrack. The only thing I don't like about Sailor Moon is I always hate how that segment where she
Oh, when she
changes
turns, yeah.
every
Too
time.
extravagant.
It's like no.
Every time, right?
Just like Wonder Woman, just whoop,
Yes, done.
And I
Yeah.
said,
on with the episode.
Moon power makeup.
Do you have a guilty pleasure that not many people would be into that you're into?
Jeez.
Drag.
It's really
Maybe, yeah. I guess so.
It's really I mean,
Cosplay.
cosplay.
But that's cool now.
It's
you
really
know?
hard to
Kind
like
of, yeah.
when you're not like for us. It doesn't seem like it's
Yeah,
not
but, like-
normal, but like wrestling, like
Yeah,
I
a lot of people don't like
I really
wrestling.
can't go to work and talk wrestling with
Yeah,
people.
yeah. It's still like that, like, oh, wrestling.
I think it depends.
You
can
know
go
it's
to,
fake,
You
right?
can go to
Yeah.
my work and definitely get away with talking about wrestling.
Oh my God.
I think so.
It's weird
We have a
because like
few
stuff
guys
that's cool to us, like we're not afraid of, like, or not afraid to admit that we like.
I can't
Other
talk-
people will be like, oh,
It's funny you
I
said
can't
that.
really
Yeah.
talk video games with people either.
I couldn't talk about Dungeons and Dragons at work. Like everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Isn't that the fucking Devil's
Yeah,
game?"
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But now that Stranger Things did it, now like people are like, don't you play Dungeons and Dragons? Could you sit down with me and my wife and play?
Did you
not.
proud and have high enough charisma to cast the spells? It's like
Milf's acid arrow?
What would your guilty pleasure be?
I'm not trying to think of one.
I think I said about 90 of it on the show. I mean, toddlers and tiaras, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I think it pretty much just spells it all out. Like, 90% of the shit I watch is stuff no one watches, or like fucking soccer moms watch or something. I don't know, you know, so.
You have a question?
Maybe my superhero Barbies.
Nice.
There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah.
When
I'll tell anybody about the superhero.
When I was
Barbies.
doing the Toys for Tots thing, one of the toys that were on the table were all the Disney, not Disney, but the WWE Barbies.
oh my god, I
Yes.
need Oscar.
They had like a 6-pack of like.
Oh, that 6-pack. Yeah, it's
There
the,
were
it's the
three of
Bella.
them.
That's the alternate. The Bellas have blue outfits.
Yeah, the Bellas were in one, and the other one was like a completely different set.
Oh, wow, I don't
Those
have
two
that.
different like 6-packs.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a question, but before I ask it, I'm going to answer that question.
Sure.
I have tons of guilty pleasures, but the one that came to mind when Ben was like, whatever, Bring It On, that movie actually, the cheerleader movie. Like, I watched that movie hundreds
I don't know
and
what that
hundreds
show
and
is
hundreds
I'm
and
watching. I've never
hundreds
seen
of
it.
times.
Actually,
Hundreds.
I just thought of one. Like, it's a guilty pleasure, but also something I can also do. I wish I could dance.
Oh,
Like, you ever watch a dance movie? You're like, man, if I could just fucking dance,
Yeah.
my life would be somewhat like just walk in the
Yeah,
club,
for
just be
sure.
like, boom, nailed it, and then life was like, oh my god.
Now,
he
let me
just got
ask you
served like
this.
South Park.
In my early 20s, I gave a very honest attempt at breakdancing. It didn't go far. Though. It didn't go far.
Well, Tony, let me ask you this: is there any specific kind of dancing that
all
you
of it.
wanted to do?
I want to do all of it.
Every single bit.
Even tap,
every style.
even tap.
Jazz
Sure.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show I watch is called Bring It. It's
Bring It.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cheerleader movie from '98 is Bring It On.
I think there's a second one too.
it is.
isn't
It's not good. I watched it. I was all hyped for it. And I'm like, man, it's fucking garbage.
See, that,
I think
exactly
Kirsten
what I mean.
Dunst had something to do with
Oh,
it. For
I hate
me.
her.
Well, I didn't at the time.
Yeah.
I could
I did not
dance,
at the
and then
time.
if I could dance, I could be a frontman and sing. Forget about it.
Then
Regular
then
Mick Jagger.
you're
David Lee Roth.
a boy band.
Yeah.
That's your secret.
Hell yeah.
You want to be in a boy band?
Yeah.
I would do
Leader.
a boy band. I would do a boy band.
Or go
Andy,
solo.
you should be David Lee Roth.
Why?
I don't know.
He
I
looks
think you
more
have
like
to look
Sammy.
for it.
Showman,
Sammy
that's why.
I
Hagar
say
look
me
with
and
the
him
hair.
look nothing alike.
He looks more like Sammy Hagar with the hair, man.
Yeah. All right. So what would your question? What's your question?
How about game-changing albums? I can go first if you'd like to give you a...
What do you mean by game changer? Like,
So like maybe I'm thinking that something that you're like you listen to it and it kind of fucked with you quite a bit, and then once you got done listening to it, you're like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
No, I mean that could be your answer for sure. That's kind of like what I'm looking for, but not exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
I'll give you my minute answer. In the 80s, I listened to what my parents listened to. So the first thing that I heard that wasn't what my parents listened to, which was good. My dad was like Pink Floyd and Zeppelin. My mom was Bowie and Queen. But the first thing that I heard that wasn't that was Pennywise, Unknown Road. Like total fucking. I did not know that music could be that fast, that much distortion. Like, and I was like, I remember being like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I got mine.
And then, so all throughout the 90s, I was into like pop shit and mostly punk because the Pennywise kind of fueled the machine. And I'm always looking for new shit. But then I was getting really worn out like towards the end of the 90s, early 2000s, and just constantly looking for something new. And then I heard In Flames Reroute to Remain.
Oh.
And it ignited
Cloud
my love for metal. Dude, when that starts, it still gives me chills. Still.
Mine
Game changer.
I mean, I said it before in the show, like with
Hybrid
music,
theory.
Linkin Park and
Gotta be.
Blink-182. But I remember the first time I like listened to like MXPX and like and punk music. Like I was just like, this is my shit. Like because it was like for me. And then Eminem was also pretty influential as well because someone who you're like picked on, bullied, beat up, never felt like I fit in, and then this guy's rapping about like
That first album's crazy.
yeah, like he rapped about like it was like I could relate to it. Like, oh, I go to school and I take a fucking long way home so I don't get beat up by somebody or picked on.
See, I always pictured him as a bully. I never listened to music.
He may
though.
have been. That
Yeah.
first album that there's a lot of stuff where he's like, I think Brain Damage.
Yeah.
Lyrically, like as it goes through, he gets picked on a lot, but then he ends up like fucking killing the kid. Like,
Yeah.
that's-
Like he just got to the point where like I don't know, it was I like the angry. I called it like that the '90s for me, like the angry white boy music. I called it.
Angry white boy
Like
music.
it was like Limp Bizkit, Korn,
Ugh.
Eminem, you know, and then I mixed like the punk rock genre in there, and then like System of a Down and stuff was in
Yeah.
there. Like I was like Rage Against the Machine. I was like, this is it fit my attitude at that time. Yeah, it was like a good fix. But I mean, like the introduction of punk music was huge. And then when I got later into high school, a big album for me and a big band for me is Gym Class Heroes.
I was a fan myself.
Yeah, I love Gym. Like I can
Nothing
put
about
like their albums. Like I can listen from song one all the way through, and each song has like
They were like a poppy hip hop act that actually rolled
really?
really tightly with the hardcore sector in the late 90s.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it was
and,
super.
and it was like kind of punk music too. Like it was punk. It was like a mix between punk, emo, hip hop, and like
Wow.
it's a little bit of
crazy.
everything. Like they had a song called Taxi Cab Driver, and every lyric to the song was a band name.
I don't remember it.
I don't know.
Well, it says like I
don't know
took
one-
Cutie for a ride in my death cab.
Nice.
She tipped me with a kiss. I dropped her off at the meth lab. Before she left, she made a dashboard confessional and spilled her guts in cursive. Like, and then it just keeps going on. Like, it's just so cool. Like, it's every lyric. Like, yeah, I love it. Felt like, yeah, that was my shit. Yeah.
My turn.
Yep.
Okay. The Black Album by Metallica. That was huge when I was a kid. I was
Yeah.
like, this is the best metal can get because I didn't know I only know a
So
little
you,
bit at the
so
time.
you weren't into Metallica before the Black Album.
Well, I would have been.
There was a Black Album for me.
I would have been 9.
Jay-Z.
So yeah.
I just didn't know if you were like it, if you heard fucking Kill 'Em All first. You know
No,
what
no.
I mean?
I think I heard the Black Album first.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing. There's be nothing ever heavier, better than this." And it
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, but like, yeah, like Understand was like the best song ever. So that was for me, you know.
It's a game changer.
Yeah,
For sure. It was for a lot
and
of
then
people.
I found all the other thrash and all
Right.
that stuff. But
Get into Sepultura.
yeah, that would be the one there. I like the older Sepultura, not so
too.
much when he tried to, when it became into Soulfly, when it's like that. Dun, dun, dun,
There's a lot
I
of-
like that too, but I really like the
old
Beneath
stuff,
the
yeah.
Remains,
Yeah.
Morbid Visions, the 80s albums.
Yeah.
They're super
There's a
good.
lot of heavier band, like old school heavy metal bands that I'm starting to listen to now that I'm like, holy fuck, these bands are insane, like really really good.
Like
I
who?
enjoy. Like I'm really falling in love with like Iron Maiden,
Wow, yeah.
and I'm
Well,
really
musically, they're very talented.
and like
For sure.
and
like,
like,
even if you don't like it, like they have a lot of talent.
Judas
Yeah.
Priest.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I love Iron Maiden, Judas Priest.
We did one in my cover band. We did Breaking the Law.
You had a cover band?
Yeah,
What did you play?
I sang.
Oh wow, how
Yeah,
about
people
that?
Didn't people didn't like my singing.
When was
but
this?
This was like in high school. Like we did like graduation parties. We actually played at the Altamont Fire Company the one year.
Wow.
And we did
What-
Metallica's One.
Okay.
And we had somebody on the bass like do the like the
Who
low
played the
bass.
solo? Well, he must have been a good guitar. Or did you not have the solo?
One of my buddies. Well, we had two guitarists, the bassist, the drummer, and then the singer.
Oh wow.
So we had like a 5-piece.
Are you imagining Ben on stage?
I think it's
no.
pictured the best part. That my question.
When you said who played guitar, I imagine Ben like,
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the best part. What we all want to know.
What? I fucking vocalized it.
yes.
What was the name of this band?
Oh my god. Okay. So before I get
Did you have
Comes
any?
10 minutes of an explanation.
Can you just say the name of the band?
Did you have any parts in naming the band?
kind of sorta.
Okay, what was
Because
the
I'm excited.
Oh, well, let me just do the backstory. Quick backstory.
name? Can you imagine? And Mr.
The
Steven
guy-
Tyler, what's the name of your band? Hold on.
I love you to
Aerosmith.
death. I love you to death. But can you just give me the name of the band?
Keith's Chocolate, and then backspin afterwards.
Keith's Chocolate.
So
Yeah, because the guitarist's dad used to work at Hershey.
that's a good one. Okay.
At Hershey, so he had a whole bunch of uniforms. We were supposed to actually go out in like Keith uniforms and like play cover
They
music.
had a good
I
gimmick.
love it. I
like
love it.
Willy Wonka.
So
Yeah.
what's the backspin part like?
Backspin, it was kind of like we had like our ping pong phase and like the backspin of a ball.
So
they did it. I'm like,
what's
all
the
right,
full
whatever.
name of the band? Keith's Chocolate Backspin?
No, it was Keith's Chocolate first. Then we changed it to backspin. Sorry.
Okay.
To disclose,
I kind of like Keith's Chocolate. It's so wacky.
Yeah,
But we played like a lot of good stuff. We played like Black Sabbath, War Pigs.
Wow.
We did like I said, Metallica's One.
Then your guitar
Shakedown Street
player-
by the Grateful Dead.
Who's your
Should have been
guitar-
pretty talented.
Who's your guitar player?
It was Justin Troutman, and then
idea.
my
Is he related to
my one
Tyler?
friend. What? No. And then my other buddy was Kyle Boskowski at the time, and he played rhythm. Justin played the lead because he did like Van Halen stuff. He did like
Can we
all
get the band
things-
together?
Well,
One night only.
They're all dead.
well, I think you could get 4 of them, or 5, or 4 out of the 5.
You can't get Ben.
night at the bowling
there's a
alley.
story. There's a story behind.
Oh,
'cause I used to
boy.
be really good friends with the rhythm guitar. There's a story behind that. You probably know it by
I don't.
now. Well, I don't want to tell. I don't want. I'll tell it off.
Now's not the
camera.
time. Is there?
But put
Was
it
this
this way.
documented at all? Is there any? Is there a
video?
cassette tape out there? Yeah. Is there anything?
I actually do. Well, I did have the Frackville Pool recordings at one point, and it was split into like 2 hours of audio.
That would be a cool
yes.
like episode because like I was in bands before, like when I was in high school, punk bands. I would love to bring in like a song that I was in and a song that he was in.
I have
if you
one.
guys were in bands, that would be cool.
Never.
I have one.
That'd be cool.
I'm
like,
pretty sure I can get it, but the only problem is I fried my fucking MacBook Pro because I got way too hammered on tired hands, hot hands, and I killed my fucking computer, which I
Cheap plug
really
for
got
the beer
pissed
there.
off.
Yeah.
But wow.
Not. I got no drunk one night.
Yeah.
But point being, no, I think I can get the audio if you're really interested.
I think that would be an
I
awesome
wanna hear it.
episode. That'd be
I think
really
that'd be a
cool.
cool
Who has
episode,
the next
yeah.
question?
Okay, I do. It is real simple.
Wait, I didn't answer that
Oh,
question.
okay. Yeah,
sorry.
I'm answer.
All right. So, like, for me, I remember, like, I was probably like in maybe 7th or 8th grade or whatever, and I was like listening to the Fat Boys, like, and I was skateboarding and I went up to this kid's house house. He was a lot older than me, and he handed me. He's like, "What are you listening to?" I'm like, "The Fat Boys," and he just fucking looked at me like I was despicable.
Fat Boys are
like
awesome.
He wanted to.
I don't know what the Fat Boys
I'm
are.
fine with the Fat Boys, but the look was like he wanted to take the cassette out and smack me across the fucking face with it. And he handed me, it was a dubbed copy, but it was Agent Orange, which is like a surf punk band, and that changed everything for me. 'Cause
Nice.
After that, it was like Dead Kennedys, Circle Jerks, Black Flag.
You were not going back to the Fat Boys.
No. I mean, like who said they like the? I still like the Fat Boys. Man.
Yeah.
I got nothing against the Fat Boys, but like
It's kind of classic.
That
actually.
changed my thinking of
That's
how.
Do you have any
music,
do you have any music that
Perfect.
you listen to that you're like, I can never go back to, but somehow for some reason I loved it for so like
like when you were a kid or
when
something?
I was like really really young, like I don't know. No, I mean I wouldn't even say that. I mean when I was really young, I liked Ozzy Osbourne a lot, but I think it was more of like a visual thing,
Yeah.
Because like when I saw that fucking like Bark at the Moon album when it came out,
Yeah.
and stuff, but I really really like Bark at the Moon a lot. I like that
Yeah,
song.
100%.
That's one of my favorite.
yours is
Ozzy
actually kind of
songs.
cool. Like I had a hot minute for like a year and a half. I was an ICP fan.
Oh, but for me, like
I don't know how I did it.
yeah, like the probably a lot of like.
At least
the
you got out of it.
hair
I was a
metal
kid
shit,
who
you know?
thought fart and penis jokes are funny in music.
Well, I guess
It happened.
They play in Reading.
there might be a place for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Not for me, but there might be.
Like
When I was like 6, I really liked Boys to Men. You got to remember it's like 91,
I
90.
still
Yeah.
listen to Boys to Men.
I'm not even surprised at all. That's awesome.
See,
I didn't think I'd ever be able to go back and listen to Cooley High Harmony, but like,
Great album.
do you know Under Pressure?
Yeah.
I played it last year, maybe for the first time in 30 years, and I was like, "Wow, this is all right." Like I wouldn't
like
have thought.
Boys- I like
I wouldn't
Boys
have thought
to
I
Men.
felt that way.
I grew up in the 80s, and all the 80s music sticks with me, because I like all those
The pop
songs.
stuff,
Yeah,
or
any 80s
all of
music,
it?
you know what I mean? Because like that's what I grew up on. So I'm still cool with all that, but yeah, a lot of like the hair metal bands and stuff. Like,
I love hair metal.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
so not Cinderella, but Joy Division.
uh,
No psychedelic furs.
Cinderella, Gypsy Rose.
I mean, I don't know. It just wasn't.
Well, what was question?
Okay, it's real simple. What was your first celebrity crush? I'll go first. Melissa Joan Hart when she was
I know mine.
Clarissa.
Ooh, Christina Applegate.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's Kelly Bundy. Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, yeah.
Clueless.
Jeez, we got some good ones here.
They're all winners.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, I was 12 when I was like a 13-year-old girl.
Kelly Bundy was like, I looked at her on TV as like, I like girls.
Yeah. I like that.
Period.
Yep.
I'd say between like yours, Andy, and Christina Applegate. Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart too.
Get out of my spank bank. Get
Yeah,
your
yeah,
own.
you gotta get your own.
Baywatch helped.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Pamela
and
Anderson.
Howard Stern
I,
on E.
I always liked that when her name was Summer on the show. I don't know what her old name was. I liked her more than Pam Anderson.
Cindy Crawford, Kathy Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cindy Crawford.
Oh, you
was
know
probably
what?
mine,
Honestly,
yeah.
mine is probably Cindy Crawford as well, because I remember we used to always go to the firehouse, and there was the one poster of her like on a Bud Light,
Yeah.
and she was in like almost nothing. I'm like, she's the hottest woman I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
She was too. She's pretty gorgeous.
There's a Victoria's Secret
She
model.
still looks good.
There's a Victoria's Secret model that has like a crazy name, like Cindy Amoroslo or something, and she looks like Cindy Crawford.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of her
She's
name,
older now, but
I know exactly.
Yeah, she was hot as fuck too.
Yeah.
Age like fine wine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
See? Real easy.
Yep.
Good question.
You got yours?
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Chicken parm.
Well, can't go wrong there.
Actually, it's probably hoagies.
Hoagies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like cold cuts a lot too.
That's probably my favorite.
I'm a pizza guy.
I like pizza as well.
Cheeseburger.
I love cheeseburgers.
I love a good
also.
cheever.
Chicken wings for me.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love a good
too.
wing too.
Dude, I can eat if your guys are serving dinner. I can go to all your houses.
I'm a meat potatoes.
That would be my Thanksgiving. Macaroni and cheese, hamburgers, fried chicken. Like
Yeah.
First video game ending that blew your mind.
Ooh, man.
I have mine.
Mario 2. It's only a dream. Fuck this.
Nope, mine was BioShock 1. Did not see it coming.
No, which did you have, the good ending or the bad ending?
No, I'm talking about when you finally found out like you were
Oh,
being
like
played the whole time.
Oh,
video
okay,
game
but
ending
Aaron
turning
Ryan.
point in
Yeah.
the game. You're like,
Oh,
wow.
Well, that was like the end for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Would you kindly?
kindly?
Like when I was like, oh,
That
my
was
God.
wild. Yeah.
that was great.
That was definitely wild. Oh,
I saved all little sisters. And
Yeah.
that was a
Anybody
great
else?
game.
I don't know that I really have one. I mean,
That like blew you like
when
holy shit.
Ace dies in Final Fantasy VII.
Didn't see it coming.
I was like, oh, she died. And then you're like, is there any way I can not die? Like, did I do something wrong?
I'm ashamed to admit that I'm really awesome at getting to the last boss and never playing the game again. I'm super good at that. So I have beat some games. It's not many. But I don't think any of them really blew me away. I'm trying to think of the games that I actually beat. Like Resident Evil 4 I know I beat, but that wasn't really mind-altering.
How about how terrible Resident Evil 5 was where Chris punches
play
a
it.
rock?
Oh yeah, you're but beating the hell out of the rock, yeah,
So
to
bad.
knock it out.
I can't remember. I remember the lava fight with Wesker.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where he beats up a rock. Like a huge boulder. He
Oh
punches
yeah,
it.
you got punched. I was Sheva, so I was like, I was the one getting trapped. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the games I was most invested in and I really wanted to see the end. I still have the cart. There's a possibility someday I still might beat it. I'm not sure. Chrono Trigger. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
wanted to see the end
I've
of Chrono
beat that
Trigger.
many times. There's 13 different endings.
Yeah, I was just
Which
gonna say,
that's really, depending on the
but
path
they're
you
not
take.
that different. You know? But then it shows you where everyone goes and stuff, and they go back to their times because you build your party over people from different.
I was so
places
emotionally
in time.
invested in that game.
It's a great game.
But Lavos at the end,
Yeah.
I can't
Did we ever ask what your favorite movies are? Like your top 3 movies? Did that ever come up?
I don't
No,
think so.
I don't think so.
oh, you didn't even get to me
I'm just
with the
asking.
video games.
I was thinking. Okay.
I would definitely say Earthbound was one of those fucked up
I
like
didn't
endings.
beat that
I mean,
The whole
it was like very
story
good.
is
Like,
out
I
there.
mean, like at the end, spoiler alert. Basically,
For a game that came out in 1995.
yeah. But I'm just saying though.
Keep it quick.
You're transporting the robots and you fight Gigas, like the physical form of them, and it's like all twisted distorted music, and you see pictures of
I
like
need
a
a clock.
fetus.
I need a clock button.
Yeah. Wrap
But-
it up, B.
No, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You defeat the boss, and then you return back to time. Just that whole battle in general.
Top
was just,
top
wow.
3 favorite movies.
Probably Lucio Fulci's The Beyond, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original one.
Of course.
And I like the Christmas Story a lot. I'm a pretty big fan of the Christmas Story.
I like that movie. Yeah.
But there's a lot of movies I like a lot. Like
Yeah.
Hobo with Shotgun's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
I think there's a
wanna
bunch
see
of
that.
them, you know.
I
But
really wanna
If
see
they,
that.
if they
We'll
would have
go-
made that just a little bit more serious, I would like
Like,
it.
We'll go you next,
The
Ben.
Beyond is my favorite.
I did
though.
like that
Lucio
movie.
Fulci's The Beyond.
Clockwork Orange, Terminator 2,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
and what would be another one? Oh, I don't have another one, so those are my only two.
Terminator 1.
Okay.
No.
I have to do 4. I'm sorry. It's
That's
going
right.
to be Kill Bill 1,
Okay, there you
Fight
go.
Club, Jurassic Park, and Goonies.
Okay.
Never
And-
seen Jurassic Park.
Andy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Avengers, the first one.
Really?
Yes.
All time.
Yeah, because it's awesome. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, because it's awesome.
Yeah, Terminator 2, Spaceballs.
Nice.
And then if I had to go, it'd be Anchorman and Ghostbusters.
Mine. You're gonna make fun of me. All you're gonna make fun of me for my one of them, but I don't care. It's one of my favorites.
Titanic.
No, it's kind of
Notebook.
it's pretty much a chick flick though. I would say Goodfellas is up there. Is Pulp Fiction would be my next one, and then the next one would probably be The Breakfast Club.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
I thought people
That's all
like
right.
that.
And then
yeah.
if
I'll
I
let it
had
slide.
if I had a sneaker like one that came out recently that is like one of my all time favorite movies is The Wolf on Wall Street. I fucking loved that movie.
I started to watch that like downstairs on the TV.
Our Clerks.
And-
Clerks
Oh,
sticks-
yeah,
Clerks
Clerks
sticks
is
in
My
there, too.
my daughter walked in when they were like having sex or he's having. I just like fucking turned it off.
Yeah. I actually, fun fact with Pulp Fiction and Clerks, Pulp Fiction, Clerks, and Princess Bride were all on the same bill in the independent movie festivals by Miramax, and they all toured together. So Kevin Smith and Quentin Tarantino became friends because they went on the tour together, like of
I
all the
love
music
that.
festivals.
That's
all the
pretty
movie
wild.
festivals,
Yeah.
I actually
I got my
don't
third.
really like Pulp Fiction. I don't really like Reservoir Dogs.
I've never seen Reservoir
Love
Dogs.
Pulp
Not a
Fiction.
big fan of either one.
Pulp Fiction I like, but not as much as Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Well, the first
Yeah, I
one.
like Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, first one.
Really, all time
Never seen
favorite.
it.
Yeah, definitely.
I like
I got
that.
to see it 3 or 4 times
I
in
really
the
like
theaters
Guardians of the
every
Galaxy,
time.
First one.
Like clockwork.
Yeah, there's not. I wouldn't. I
I
wouldn't
like
even
that.
put a superhero movie in my top 10.
Really?
And if I did, it would probably be Black Panther.
What over Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't like Christian Bale as Batman at all.
Why not?
Yeah.
That reason.
He was a bit much.
And I feel like I could fight Christian Bale.
He talked like that in Howl's Moving Castle then too, because he actually did the
is
audio
he?
dub. Yeah, he
Who
did
is
Hal.
he?
He did Hal.
No.
Yeah, Christian Bale did Hal
Stop
at Hal's
it.
Moving Castle. I'm not
Stop it.
bullshitting you.
I don't know what Hal's
Christian
Moving
Bale was
Castle
amazing
is.
in the movie Fighter with Mark Wahlberg.
This is like the fourth time that Ben and I have talked about a Ghibli movie. I'm going to real quick say that
IMDb it.
Ghibli, Studio Ghibli is like the Japanese Disney.
Okay.
And they
Howl's
make
Moving Castle,
monster
it's-
movies,
it's
like
Christian
monster
Bale.
blockbusters over there. Spirited Away came out in 2001. That is their second highest grossing movie of all time.
Okay.
For a country.
Yeah, that's
so
a
Howl's
big
Moving
one.
Castle is like one of the 80s movies. I said
Yeah.
Totoro last week. Totoro is
Oh yeah.
1982. It's
Porco
a throwback.
Rosso is
Porco
actually
Rosso's very
Michael
good.
Keaton.
That one I know.
Okay, so
That one I know.
no, but seriously, that is
Christian Bale?
Christian Bale. I am not shitting you on that.
IMDb it.
Got any more?
If I had to give a fourth one, it'd probably be Let Me Die a Woman. No, I'm just kidding. If you could change your first name to something other than what it is,
Bruce.
what would it be? Bruce,
Really?
really?
Wow, that was a quick one.
Hey, you're super fast. I'd go from Steve Miller to Michael Bolton. I don't know.
to D Miller. What?
Jerry Garcia. I hate my name, but I don't know if I change
I would
it.
go. I would go. I wouldn't go. What I would name my son, Bruce Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would change my. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Jason, to be honest, because it's like Bob or Dan or something
Jason.
like that.
every time
Bob's
I would,
at the bottom.
anytime I used
Yeah.
to make like
Bobby's better. You know?
like a comic book character, or like I would name a character in a
No,
game.
my shit's
Yeah.
I always either pick Jason or Zach. I just thought they were
Challenge
cool
me.
names.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I actually like the name Xavier for some reason.
I
for a
always like
guy,
Jason
you know?
because of
I don't
Power
know.
Rangers.
Had we had a son, I would have named him Ash Lee.
I have a lot of girls
As a middle name.
I have
Oh,
more
okay.
girl
Ooh,
names
man, that
that I
would've been
like
rough.
than men's names.
Yeah.
Ash.
He would never been able to tell any of his friends his middle name.
Ash L.
well, nowadays you could.
You probably could
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I always want the name Max with 2 X's.
Nice.
I think that'd be awesome.
Nice.
Max Power.
With 2 X's.
He drinks
baby.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Mad Max Header.
Yeah. I just got 2 X's.
That's a sweet name, actually.
Yeah, that should be
Yeah.
change your whole wrestling thing
I always
now.
like
this
that.
late
yeah.
in the game.
Yeah. Makes no sense at
Ben,
all.
what would your name be?
Robert Demchak.
He can't. It's first name.
Demchak. What,
So Robert.
what's Demchak from?
I don't know. I came up with it.
Oh.
It's my alias.
Okay.
Rusty Shackleford.
It's like
Wait, what was the kid you went?
say that.
What was the kid's name you went to school with?
No, I can't say that. What? In college? Frank.
Oh, for
Frank
some reason I
Miller.
thought it was. I
Frankie
thought it was
Bones.
fucking.
No.
I thought he was sneaking
No.
in there.
Rusty Shackleford.
It's like
Rusty nail. All right, you got any more?
You have a favorite color?
Black.
Black.
Black's not a color.
purple, baby. Purple.
It is a
Purple's
color.
mine.
All right, if I had
Black
to
is
pick-
the absence of color.
If I had to pick green,
Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah. Purple.
Clear. No.
Purple.
Green's my favorite. Yeah. Green's my favorite
Sky.
color too. Purple's my wife's favorite.
Sparkle.
purple would be my second favorite.
Purple's my.
Pearlescent.
I actually don't like purple, to be honest.
No?
I'm not a big fan of purple for some reason.
I don't like it.
The color of royalty.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some,
Ben,
people,
my
some
shoes
guys
are
can
purple,
pull it
but-
off. I would go with red.
Yeah.
On the purple mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have an orange one. So.
All right, any more? Sneak in there.
I don't, well, you guys are like really not
I
prepared.
have questions.
All right.
Yeah, let's Steve go.
I have a couple.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
If you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would you live?
Japan.
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 Okinawa, probably.
That's fun. I would live in Japan too. Yeah. I would love to go to Japan and live in Japan.
propose that.
Only
idea to
Italy, because I
Andy.
know I would be able to eat all the food. Japan, I'd be like, I'd come back 28 pounds.
I just think
I'd eat no
I'd
matter
eat
where I
this.
go. Yeah, in Japan, I'd have.
I'd house it.
Quite fun.
I find the culture and like the stuff that's in Japan just so
I'm fascinated.
interesting.
Yeah.
you
Same.
know, like
It is very.
I love their
interesting.
cinema. I love their music.
yeah.
I think a big part of it for me, there's a romance to the fact that they cut themselves off from the rest of the world till the 1850s. Like we had guns and
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
they're still like,
And it was funny on the Howard Stern show today.
Bushido.
I found out they actually have a National Hand Job Day.
Wow.
that's
I
awesome.
don't remember the date, but there is like a
That's
National
crazy.
Hand Job
That's
Day.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, they have the
It's-
vending
we
machines
should
where you
have
buy
one.
used panties out of the vending machines in Japan. Like
I love it.
It's another world there. It really is.
It's,
I love
yeah.
everything
but
about
it's
it.
very clean, very respectful, and it's like it's awesome. I want to go there, buy video games, and watch wrestling, and then wrestle
and they
myself.
fondle women on the bus.
I would
Well,
never.
they sharking.
I would never insult them by going there and not knowing their language.
Yeah, I know a little bit. I can read katakana and hiragana, but by far, I'm not fluent.
I think if you're coming from a good place, you know what I mean, you're not being disrespectful. You really are trying. I think they'll be okay.
Actually,
with it.
I would like to go to Greece. Greece looks
That'd be-
fucking
yeah.
beautiful.
Lightning.
You know what place looks really nice, and they always like where they New Zealand because they
Yeah,
filmed all the
New Zealand
Lord of
looks
the Rings.
like amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
It looks like a role playing game.
All right, what do you got? We'll go long. I'm already committed at this.
Can I borrow $5? Yes or no? Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I might
I'll
be
do
able
it- I'll do it
I
like
might be able
Ben.
to leave here with 25.
I'll do it like Ben. Look, I know you guys don't have a lot of money, but I've been working on this thing. No, I'm just I'm bending the question.
Okay.
I'm not saying you'd ask me for money.
Okay, all right.
All right, so I did the influential. Was that the only question I asked? Yes. Okay, so
Don't cry, Andy. It'll be over soon.
I'm not asking for your favorite cartoon, but I'd like to know what cartoon would you describe as comforting?
Comforting.
You could sit down and just be like,
Oh, Regular Show. I absolutely love Regular Show. I would watch that all day long.
okay.
Oh, I love that show. I was a big.
Ba-doo-doo.
I mean, my favorite and the same. It's King of the Hill for me.
Okay.
I
I watch it every night to go to sleep.
yeah, just
What, King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Is it that,
King
Or
of
Firefly.
I
King
watch
of the Hill
it
is
today.
very good.
Always watch it.
is it
Watch
that
it.
boring to just put you out?
No, I love King of the Hill. I think it's hilarious.
I just wish there was 1 or 2 more seasons, man. I think it could have went, but oh well.
I don't know. Like I can watch cartoons here and there, but they got to be like kind of adult geared.
No, that's
I
fine.
gotcha,
You can say
yeah.
that,
Well, I mean, Simpsons, King of the Hill, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Most Adult Swim. It's all
Yeah,
kinda
like
adult.
like Family. I mean, Family
My
Guy.
answers are
I
not,
used
though.
I used to love Family Guy, and then I kind of just got away from it.
I think a lot of people did.
It gets played out.
South Park was
One
like
South
that,
Park's
yeah.
amazing. I still love South Park. But if I probably put a cartoon on that would be
Comforting.
like comforting, and I can probably watch it and not have any issues and fall asleep and just be like the Rugrats.
Nice. Good answer.
Rugrats was always a good cartoon for me.
Good answer.
Tommy Pickles,
Yeah,
Phil Mill,
Mr. Pickles.
Chucky,
yeah.
Angela.
It's a good show, actually.
That was my cartoon, and then I got
Susie.
my brother into it, and then my brother's cartoon that I used to watch with him, and I was like, "Yo, this is a fucking badass cartoon." Was the Kids Next Door?
Oh yeah, K&D's really good too.
Yeah,
Actually,
never seen that.
Just like it was just like kids using their imagination.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like Rugrats, but like they were a little older.
Okay.
Yeah.
they kind of led you to believe it was real. There's a really good Gwar episode actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's snuck in there. It's not. They're not called Gwar, but it's in there. It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Mine would be. I was a big like cartoon
Oh my
guy.
God.
Go ahead.
I'm changing it.
Go ahead.
All right, so it was Rugrats, and then I remember being when I was a kid, it was on late at night. I would put it on my TV in room, and I would just watch it and fall asleep. And it was my favorite. Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's
It was
awesome.
like a
Wow.
it was like a cartoon. Like I wish I could
Talk
find
show,
the
yeah.
seasons. Yeah, I would.
They have it.
I know.
I have.
I think they streamed them for free. Tony.
they?
I'm pretty sure.
I might have season 1. I know I have all of C Lab and then Aqua Teen Hunger Force and the Brack Show.
I remember watching the
Aqua Teen,
episode
yeah, that's
where they pretty much showed the new Cartoon Network lineup on Space Coast to Coast. They showed Dexter, they showed Johnny Bravo, they showed the Powerpuff
baby.
Girls, they showed Two Stupid Dogs, and
Oh, you're going deep cuts now.
I want to say Cow and Chicken.
Cow and
Cow and chicken.
That was around
Mama
Dexter's
had a
Laboratory.
chicken. Mama had a cow.
Was there 6 or was it just a 5? But they showed all those.
Ed and Eddie.
Was that Nickelodeon or was that Cartoon
No, that was
Network?
Cartoon
Cartoon
Network.
Network.
That's actually the longest running Cartoon Network.
It would have
show.
been.
Wow.
Yeah, then that one. There was
It was like Dexter, Johnny Bravo.
How many seasons did that go for?
Ed and Eddie.
Oh, I think it
Too
eight.
Stupid. Oh, and Courage the Cowardly
Adventure
Dog.
Time.
And they ended
Right.
it too.
Courage.
They actually
Adventure Time
ended it.
went for like
Powerpuff.
10 seasons.
Yeah.
I think that might have been the one that taught.
They're rebooting Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Really?
Yeah, I seen like
That's a
new
little
art.
shocking.
I like new art for it. Yeah,
You have to get Danny Antonucci and that.
What a name.
yeah. I loved Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I'm sorry.
I love
Yeah.
Space Ghost too. Like I was a kind of a young child going over we didn't have cable because I lived out in the middle of nowhere. Cable wasn't an option, so I'd go over to a friend's house. They'd have satellite because they also lived out in the middle of nowhere. And watching Cartoon Planet was amazing. I really love. There's an episode where they preview the Aqua Teen Hunger Force for the first time, and Moltor kills Meatwad and wears him as a mask, and he comes up like pretending like nothing happened. He goes up to the front stage and he's like, he has Meatwad. The holes are cut out for the mouth and eyes, and he's like, "What's up, guys?" And they're like,
My art
amazing.
actually got featured on Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
"Really?"
Yeah, I don't think it'd be ever on the DVDs because it was kind of like. It wasn't on Space Ghost, but it was like the commercial of Space Ghost, and they had like your art challenge.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Where you
I'm
put your
probably sure you can find the clips.
For sure.
People
yeah,
have
it would
them
be
on
like
there.
this month's art of the month, and they send like a box of stuff to your house. And
Yeah.
I drew I drew Elroy Jetson, and had it like, and I sent it in, and
Shut
I won,
the fuck
and I
up.
won.
That's
I won.
awesome.
And one of the main things I won that I was super excited about because I was also my dad got me into NASCAR. They sent me the brand new Cartoon Network like model car.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
And I won. Yeah, it was cool.
There's a serious Space Ghost comic by DC. It was 5 issues. I have them all.
Really?
Nice.
I'm at Amazon. Space Coast Coast to Coast.
So mine are, I love Dexter's Lab.
Okay.
It's a good
I like
show.
that
Love,
too.
love, love, love.
What was this French word he always said?
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
I like cheese.
Cheese omelet.
Yeah, cheese.
He falls asleep listening to how to learn. He thinks he's going to like pick up chicks if he learns French, and he falls asleep and the tape is like skipping. Or it might even be a record actually. So he just knows omelette du fromage, but it becomes like the answer for everything in the universe. He wins a Nobel Peace Prize with omelette du fromage. It is funny, super good. And also, I'm a big Merry Melodies guy. As far as like comforting,
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't remember.
I could totally on the floor get curled up in a comforter and
Yeah.
just like lay there and stare at Looney Tunes for hours.
I'm gonna go kind of sort of like in your direction. I was a Looney Tunes guy.
Yeah.
I also used to watch Hanna-Barbera, like the Herculoids,
Nice.
Huckleberry Hound, Quick
Yeah.
Draw McGraw, those types, and Snagglepuss. And
All right already.
but
buy them all separately.
Is that the one that sounds like this?
Yeah, Snagglepuss. Exit stage left.
Exit stage right. And
I
then
used to
Tom and Jerry. Oh
fucking-
my god!
I never liked that.
the Wacky Racers.
Wacky Racers was super
Yeah.
good.
Oh my god.
Super good.
Yeah.
Wacky Racers.
A lot of the old time cartoons I wasn't into. The 60s ones.
Yeah, I like cartoons.
I never liked any of that. The only thing I liked,
None of it.
No, I mean I like the Jetsons and the Flintstones.
Love the Jetsons.
but I
I used to
didn't
love
like
the Jetsons.
Tom and Jerry.
I,
No, I didn't.
Jet,
Any of
Jetsons and the
that, so.
Flintstones were my favorite. And then when I used to fall asleep too, if I fell asleep watching Nickelodeon, and I would be like, I'd cool with it because the first couple episodes you would watch after Nickelodeon and TV Land started was usually always
F Troop.
nope, it was always fucking I Love
Bewitched?
Lucy and I Love Lucy and Honeymooners, and then like Bewitched and I Gina.
Oh, they
Genie.
did the old school ones like TV Land because
The
they
Monsters.
were
Yeah.
Monsters,
Yeah.
the Monsters. Yeah, I loved
Jeannie
it.
was so hot.
Oh my god, gorgeous.
My God, she was so hot.
Gorgeous.
Lucille Ball wasn't bad looking either.
No, she wasn't.
I don't know. I don't know. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You ever see her as a pinup when she got out like
No,
she's hot?
that must have been something back then. A white redhead with a Cuban guy.
I think it was actually.
And they had their bed. And she,
You know, people are probably like, turn that off.
she was no, they didn't. Dude, they love.
No, but
she
but, I mean,
she broke
but-
ground.
But back then, I mean,
yeah, she broke ground.
She broke ground.
She didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, because they were probably like, well, they're not like that in real life. Even though
No,
they were,
because,
but
because
you know,
she was the only bitch in the planet that owned her own studio.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she was a boss.
but you know, there was people.
That's gonna be my topic one
I
week.
mean, there's people. I grew up with saying, "Oh, we can watch that." There's black people on that show.
Yeah. She was in the first. So here's a crazy thing. She's in the first. She technically has the first interracial kiss on TV,
because her and Desi Arnaz.
but they don't count it
really.
because he's not black.
Oh,
The first interracial kiss goes to Captain Kirk
Kirk
and
and Uhura.
Aurora,
Right.
right? But technically, it should be Ricky and Lucy. They were the first couple on TV that pushed the beds together. She was the first woman on TV to be shown pregnant.
Ooh,
Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty wild.
yeah, she's a boss, man.
I did
And then
not-
when they would
did
be
not
like,
know all
"How
that.
do you feel about gay people?" And she's like, "I have friends that are gay. I love it. I think it's amazing." Like she was super outspoken, super like way ahead of her time.
Yeah.
Way ahead of her time.
What did she die from?
I think just old age. Yeah, she was awesome, man. And then her TV studio, she was the first one that made TV studios air like they would shoot it on a Monday and have it ready for a Friday.
Oh, shit.
They were like her production studio is pretty much what made sitcom TVs what they are today.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, and
With you?
and she also she was the first one ever like a multicam system that got it
Yeah.
done quicker.
Yeah.
and her studio actually started Star Trek. Desi Lou
pretty
Productions.
wild.
Yeah.
how about that?
Damn.
And I believe Cheers was shot in Desi Lou Productions.
That's pretty crazy. I didn't know that either.
I hold Pop Tarts.
no, there's one more straggler, like 3/4 of
Any
one.
other question?
No, I'm good.
I have one more.
Go ahead.
Just because this is the last getting to know each other. There's three of you. I don't really know what you do for a living,
Oh,
so I'm curious.
all right.
Holy shit! Well,
I kill people.
I know what you do.
I paint-
You're not one of the three.
I paint houses, which is I kill people. I work for Empire Beauty School.
What do you do there, though?
I call people. Well, yeah, I call people and I say, "Do you want to come see the school and take a tour?"
Okay.
I'm a recruiter.
Okay,
I'm a telemarketer.
it's all right.
Technically, well, kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you. Well, I think I told him or whatever. I fix like copiers, like high-end copiers, and
You're like Mark Wahlberg in Rockstar.
like production printers and stuff like that. Like I'm in like schools, churches, the
All kinds of stuff.
courthouse. You know, I deal with all different types of people and stuff. But yeah,
Traveling
like,
job.
Yeah, company car.
Do you ever like
That sounds cool.
on
Yeah,
ja-
sounds
just
awesome.
go in there for like a paper jam and it's like someone's butt?
Yeah.
You mean like in the? What do you mean?
Like or like they're scanning their butt and it's
And
jammed the paper.
that piece
No,
of paper.
I've never seen like butt prints on a copier before.
That'd be awesome.
But
Dust
yeah,
footprints.
I don't know if I have any like crazy copier stories. I mean, it's not really as glamorous as you think it is. You know?
It's not a real wild
Did
job.
you ever take a copper outside and office space it?
Yeah, I've taken a copier and put tannerite in it, which is an exploding target that when you shoot it, it explodes.
Oh, wow.
I've done that a couple times actually.
Nice.
I blew
Andy.
copiers up.
I fill shelves for Pepsi.
Awesome.
I order soda and I put it on a shelf.
Can I ask
like
you
in
a question?
Walmarts and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I go to 4 different stores per day. So I got Walmart, and 2 Giants, and a Boyers.
So what
I've
is
done-
the theory behind? I was a stock boy when I was young at Boyers and Haven.
Okay.
Why does Pepsi stock their own stuff and the stock boys don't do it?
I don't understand why they do that because technically there's vendors and there's like vendors for chips and bread. and cookies.
Nabisco comes and stocks their own shit.
And then but then they'll be like,
But I stock the baby food.
yeah, but then Boyers or whatever will get their own generic soda and they put that there. So
Right.
I don't really understand why. I guess they said, well, years ago.
Do you have
Pepsi
like
went in
do you
and
have a
they'll say-
certain amount of shelves that are
Yeah,
yours?
yeah.
And if you come in and they have the generic sodas, like you'll get those out of here.
Yeah,
Do you
exactly. You
drive
have your
like
spot.
do you drive like you have a CDL license?
No, I don't drive a truck, so I don't deliver. I order soda, and a big truck, like truck trailer, comes and drops it off, and I fill the shelf with that.
And let's say a display sells
So you're a traveling stock guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, technically, I'm a sales. There's merchandiser. That's what that's called, and then salesman is
And then when
order soda.
you come in and like when you're stocking, you're like, oh, they're short on this, so you put the order in.
Yeah, so but like big stores have set days, so the order. So you would try to, or like if the order comes Wednesday and another one don't come till like Saturday, then you have to make that last.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So
But if there's stock in the back and the display sold out, they stock it, right?
no, sometimes they don't because they're pricks like that. Like,
Wow,
well, that's
that's
their
shocking.
job. Yeah, that's even though they could make money, but like a mom and pop store, they will because they
Of
know
course,
they're
'cause
losing.
that-
but
right.
Walmart don't give a shit.
Wow.
So it's weird, but yeah, that.
Like, did you have any Pepsi? Nope.
Yeah, well,
it's all in the
or
back.
sometimes the manager or something will they'll go get it.
You don't want somebody complaining for sure.
Yeah, but I
So
mean,
if you're ever
it's
at
interesting.
Walmart and they don't have Pepsi,
yeah, so that's my
Tell
fault.
them to call Andy.
Yeah.
Andy's on call.
if that red light's never not on because I can't see it from this
Yeah,
angle,
it's on.
Yeah, yell at me.
Okay.
Scream.
Yeah,
Scream at
but
the
that's why I get paid pretty good. I just drive my car. I get paid mileage.
That's
so
cool.
I get paid every week.
I
which
would love to
like.
drive.
awesome.
I would love to drive,
I have
but
to
not
drive
have
too
to
far.
pick up and unload stuff.
Yeah, like I don't take nothing in my
Be
car.
great.
No, I have time at times.
Not using your own vehicle. would
Listen
be
to
nice,
podcasts
too.
all day.
Yeah.
Just used to do like Advanced Auto where they had their own vehicles. One was a truck, one was like a Chevy
Oh, to
Sonic.
deliver
just
parts,
bounce
yeah.
around. Yeah,
Ben, what do you do?
I work for the federal government.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to get into details because you can find me
Yep, but
accessibly.
you have to say what you do because federal government, you could be an FBI agent.
Well, I just deal.
don't
You
with
could say the
get
branch.
details.
You
You
could
have
say
to-
the branch.
I just deal with a lot of money.
Okay.
Well, he's not
Leave it at
banking.
that. Not like a banker or anything. Not like IRS, but I deal with money.
But
Okay.
you could kind of like,
And-
if you worked in Parks and Rec, you could say Parks and Recreation.
You could say I'm an advisor. In
Financial advisor?
In a
He
way.
won't give it up.
I love the
Yeah,
mystery.
I could in a way.
And you?
I make aluminum. I'm actually the maker of the aluminum. So I don't get it out of the ground. But I've been trying to look all show because I knew I was going to ask this question. Sorry, viewers. See the arms on the tripod?
Yes.
That's a triangular-ish shape with rounded corners. It's not an actual triangle.
Yeah.
That's actually something I would make. That would come out 100. One piece like that would be 150 feet long, and I run the machine that would make that.
Oh, okay.
I load that. The job title is called a chief extruder. Do you guys ever play with the the Play-Doh press when you were kids.
Yeah.
You put the whole thing of the can
Is
in.
it like an
I think you
extruder
work with
operator?
somebody I know.
I have a
Well, there's probably a ton of people down there, right?
friend
So
who works
you're-
at Kydex, which is Sakasui now. They
yeah.
do like extruding it. They do plastic.
Okay.
It's probably exactly what you do, but
But
they
it-
do a
right,
plastic
right.
version of it. Yeah.
That example with the Play-Doh press is a perfect analogy for what I do for a living.
Oh, wow.
The big whole can of Play-Doh is called a billet, and then you put it in. The star shape that you want to make on the long piece is called a die. You put the billet in, and you put, in my case, 5,000 pounds of pressure on it.
Yeah.
You squeeze that thing out, and it comes out in one long piece. And there's a bunch of guys after me that maybe the customer needs that star. Maybe it comes out at, I'm using big general numbers. Maybe that star comes out at 4.5 inches, but the customer needs it at 4 inches. Well, then guys stretch it to bring it down to 4 inches, and then guys cut it up to the 12-foot length that the customer needs it at. And,
Oh, okay.
but I'm the guy that runs the machine.
So technically, you're kind of sort of loosely a metal molder.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Well,
No molding. It's all extrusion.
I'm gonna cut us off there because we are going pretty long here. So that's gonna wrap it up for Not Cool in High School. We will see you guys next year. We're gonna be bringing back topics once again. We're gonna start with Ben. If you guys have any other questions you want us to ask, hit them in the comments below. And we'll see you guys next year.
Yep.
Merry
First week of
Christmas.
Merry
January,
Christmas.
right?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. What?
First week of January.
First week.
Or last week of December. When
First week of January.
Okay.
So like the 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.